and then let's get on as we talk. Let me find a place. This is my first car, by the way. My truck, I should say car. This is my first truck, by the way. Very awesome. I paid good money for this bad boy. I think I had to save around over 130,000 big ones. So that's pretty good. I don't know if you guys have played the game before, but it's very chill. I ended up learning it was like really an enjoyable one. For me at least. How close am I? I think the blue one is like where I need to like get to pick up my vehicle. Oh, that's kind of close. My trailer. Let me see if I can find one's closer to me. But oh yeah, and the first question of the day, even though I might have answered some before, did you fall asleep again on Sunday? So Sunday was weird. I went to a party and I kind of I wasn't really on my phone that much, so I completely forgot. And by the time it was like 11 o'clock or so, and I'm like, well, at this point, no one's gonna want to watch because it's so late. I'm like, I'm not gonna, I won't stream, but I felt really bad though because I'm like, well, it's another like mistake on my end. I'm trying to be professional, and I don't even, it was like my lowest point of the weekend, at least for the streaming stuff. I'm like, I completely messed up. Oh, three things, awesome. Yeah, I went to a party. I can't believe it either. It's been like the first one in like months. But hey, it was awesome. It was a graduation party. My best friend. It was awesome, very fun. And he's a graduated cylinder, so congrats to him. So that's good stuff. Uh, but yeah, I kind of got lost track of time. So that's why I wasn't really responsive to that whole stuff. But I'm gonna hope that I can be a little bit better at this stuff soon. I hope I won't have to be apologizing anymore. I'll be like more focused on this kind of stuff for sure. Clearly, y'all Yankees don't know how to spice your food. You think stuff like pepperoni is spicy? Well, like everybody around me is like super like wait, where am I? Usually, everybody around me is like super like fine with spicy foods, albeit compared to someone down south, maybe not. But like I feel like I'm really bad with it. All right, let's see. Oops, wrong button. There we go. I'm gonna need to like make this a little louder. I never actually listen to the game audio. I usually have like a podcast or something in. Ugh. All right, let's back it up a little bit. You don't want to break anything. All right, I'm gonna pause here. Good. Okay, now let's get my cargo. I want the big money option. Wait, 12,000. All right, now we'll go with the big money one. I'm gonna be driving for a while, so I'll take the job. Let me just okay. Let's see here. A streamer friend plays this as they're just chatting game. Oh, I might have taken some inspiration by that, by the way. You mentioned that before, and I was like, you know what? I haven't played this game. Like, when you mentioned that first, I didn't play this game for, like, 4 years, I think. So I decided, let me give it a try on my own and see if it's fun. And, it was really fun. The trailer's ready to proceed to the loading area. The loading area is... okay. So I had no idea like this is a possibility, and then you mentioned about your streamer friend doing it as like a just chatting. I'm like, ooh, I like that idea. I'm gonna take some inspiration with that too. Like that was a great idea, and so and it was actually a ton of fun. Like I didn't know if I'd really like this game because I'm like, oh, it's just me moving around some stuff, but no, it's actually really fun, and I feel a little bit more comfortable driving in public now because like. Even though I'm not driving a whole truck, like I feel a bit more comfortable dealing with the road and stuff, which is nice. Let me see if I can like. Okay, all right. It's like a weird angle, unless I can just do it from the side there. But I don't know. This is a little tough. All right. I feel like SpongeBob trying to like help steer the Flying Dutchman's boat, and like it keeps like scratching the side of it. You're good. You're good. Alright. It's like 3 trailers worth of goods. I wonder what Walmart has for me here. It's a mod, by the way, too. I don't know if your buddy has mods installed, but I thought it was so cool. Like, you can actually, like, do some of this stuff. I've never done actually 3 trailers worth of stuff, though, which is hilarious. This game would be so much fun in VR for sure. I would love to play in VR. I would also love to play in like a.
Luigi,
Oh, I'm
Rumba
sorry.
Man.
I'm sorry. Oh, I gotta fix that. I'm sorry. Oh, it's a good sound though. I gotta give you some like bonus points or something like that for sticking with me with that. I haven't updated it. I know. I'm sorry. You said tisk tisk. Okay, am I gonna make the turn? Alright, I'm like on the road, but yeah, I'm still. Bro, I better get paid handsomely for this. This is an insane haul of stuff. Alright, we're on the road now. But yeah, the mods are so much, like, so cool in this game. Like, I have Google Maps, like, navigation on the bottom right, so it's like a little bit more realistic. And there's a mod I want to do later where it involves, like, realistic traffic, which I found was pretty weird because, like, it's helpful, but it's also not because like it's gonna be much more busy because there's like barely any cars on the road here. But there's going to be there's gonna be more cars if I were to do the realistic traffic, which is like a good and bad thing. Okay, I should have started off a little smaller. I haven't played this game in a little while, but we'll be fine. Okay, I didn't even look to see if there's anybody on my right. Okay, deep turn. I hope I don't have to go into like the city or anything. This is gonna be ridiculous. All right, there we go. All right, now we are on the road. I would love to get like an actual like steering wheel and stuff for this game, but like I heard it's way too expensive and like a lot of clutter to deal with. So I'm like I'm good. Um, let's see. Sorry, I'm like trying to read chat as I'm driving. Don't text and drive, kids. All right, I'm gonna put on my blinker. Actually, talk to them about Stardew Valley. Ooh, that's a great idea for him. Um, yeah, it's like great to have like a chill game to play as you're chatting with the chat. I've finally learned that here is that like I love to talk and I'm gonna try to do other variety stuff on the side, but like I really want to spend time just chatting with folks because like that's what I like to do. And I hope it doesn't get too boring for you guys either, because I love to incorporate you folks in the conversations as well, like as we've been doing this entire stream so far. But like I don't want it to I don't want to steer away from like what you guys might want to see on this channel. Like I remember I think I talked to you Ninja about it. I talked to a few other folks. I'm like, hey, like some mods. I'm like, hey guys, like what made you want to watch? I should have asked you this too, Waffles, but it's just kind of like I was like, what do you guys want? Like, what are the core values you look for in like a streamer? Like, what makes you want to watch a streamer? And some good points that I got a lot of responses for. It's like the variety of gameplay, or like the interaction with chat, or like the authenticity. And I'm like, oh, these are really good. Like it's good to like write down and know these things, so I don't like go overboard with like these changes I'm making. Because like I realized a few streams ago, I'm like, I don't know if I'm having as much fun as I used to. But I think it's mainly just because I've had a lot of school and I've had a lot of stress, in my own time. But also, I think I needed to switch to games I was a bit more comfortable with at the time. So like, this is a very simple game, so I like to play that, and like chatting with folks. It's like exactly what I like to do, and I love variety games too. But sometimes when it's like a little bit more difficult for me, because I'm not the best at video games, I get a little bit nervous about like you know living up to expectations with it. But it also can be a little bit extra stressful too. So I'm going to take a little break from Pizza Tower. I want to finish that game at some point, but I think at this point in time, I don't want to. Yeah, I can make the turn here. Oh boy, here we go. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. We're good. We're good. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm gonna take a break from Pizza Tower for now, but I want to get back to that at some point. I'm just, I think it was a little bit tough for that one day. The other day I was like, the boss was like a pain in my butt, and I was also just like struggling to barely. I like 4 seconds ago before I had to like almost restart the entire level. I'm like, I think I need a break from these stressful games, but it's like it's tough though because I love that like the style of the game, and it's so funny, and it's got good music. It's got like all the traits I like in games, but I think I might just need some time to like kind of relax my brain a little bit. So, that sounds good. If that's okay with you guys, that's kind of my mindset with this for now. Um, Oh, sorry. Trying to reach that. Hold on, let me pause for a second. Rolling stop. Well, alright, well, what the police did, what the police don't know won't hurt them, huh? How's that? Yeah, but yeah, there's certainly, well, the thing is, too, in this game, I get, I get a fine every single time I do a right on red, but, like, there's no sign saying I shouldn't. And like in real life, you're allowed to go red on red after you go to a complete stop. So it's like, I don't know. It's a little bit weird. Very weird, but, Hey, I didn't get in trouble there? Oh, okay. Time to hit the right side here. Excuse me. I should consider adding, like, music to this kind of a stream, too, because, like, unless I should make, like, the volume of this game a bit louder. But we'll see. Oh, come on, truck. Hurry up. Oh. I'm like hauling onto the gas right now, but I think it's because of how much weight's behind us. Alright, we don't need to stop. Let's go. Where we're going, we don't need stop signs. This is big business we're talking about here. Big business. Thank you, car, for slowing down for me. Thank you very much. Okay, let's keep going. What's the speed limit? 55? Easy. Oh, it's a 45. Okay, never mind. It was like 30 for like 2 seconds there. Okay, that's funny. The boss was totally cheating, by the way. The boss seems a little sweaty, There's a few things I'm like, hey, what's this all about, But, very admirable foe, So, but I did eventually win. But it's so funny too. It's like, oh, draw, and I'm like, okay, let me draw, and then I'm like, wait a minute, am I draw now or later? And then I get shot. I'm like, okay, I should have just draw earlier. I'm like, ugh. It's like dumb things that I did. I'm like, okay. I agree, though. This game would be so much fun in VR. By the way, is your chat screen far from your game screen? It's a little bit. I should make it closer than it is. Wait, am I going to the left or right side? I'm going to tilt on the left. No, right side. Let's go right side. Sometimes I don't know in this game, like, where I'm supposed to go. But it's, like, good to know, because also in real life, there's some times where I'll be like, I'll check my GPS, and it's like, go in this lane. I'm like, okay. And then it's like, oh, by the way. And I'm like, oh, like turn off. Like, there's like on the highway sometimes it's like, take a right turn, and head out, exit the highway by going on this right turn. But I'm like in the middle lane. I'm like, I should have told me earlier. And I'm like struggling to get to the spot I need to go to. All right, here we go. Hi, policeman. I'm so nervous. Please don't fine me for something. I used to get fined all the time in this game for, like, the headlights offense. I'm like, of course, there's, like, a headlight issue. Like, that's great. That's fantastic. But also, you'll notice I added some official, legit companies in this game, so it looks more official. So you might notice a few companies in here. The modding scene is very fun. I'll go on cruise control at 30 miles per hour. Makes it a little easier to navigate where I'm going. Get another comparison to my streamer friend. No, it's fine. It's fine. I always liked hearing about like what others have in mind and like what other streamers are doing. So that's good. All right. I hate stop signs or stoplights. All right. They don't play copyrighted music during the streams because they like to keep the VODs. Oh, good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. So I'm trying to. I'll have to look at some like streamer safe music then, because I do think this game specifically could use some music going on with it. I think there's like a radio in this game too you can like listen to or something. But I'm like, I don't know if I should play that. You're running out of fuel. Oh no! Look at my fuel. Oh wait, how am I supposed to get gas? Oh, this is gonna suck. I did not realize I was low on fuel. Oh, this is gonna be terrible. Where's the next gas station? I think we just passed one. Oh no! How am I supposed to? Yeah, it is a skill issue. But how am I supposed to park this thing to get gas? This is gonna be terrible. They should have told me earlier. Oh, it's over. It's over. That's true though. It would only affect the VODs, which I don't think I have a. I do want to maybe at some point like make some clips out of some of the conversations we share, like something that I could like put on like other social media sites and like extend the conversation maybe. Because I heard like a good way to grow is like to try to like promote on other sites, but like we'll see. Oh, there better be. There's like no gas stations nearby. We're gonna like run out of gas. Ugh. I just don't have like a specific genre. I think would be like I don't want to like overuse the same genres, but at this point, I think anything would be nice to have something. I wonder if I could put like video game music in the background, like some that are safe to use. I don't really know what that would be, but I'd love to play music that's like known but not like copyrighted. I'll have to see what we got. Maybe I can make like a little list of things. There we go. All right, looks like I don't want to like hit anyone on the side here. There's a rest stop, but where's the gas station? There's a helicopter up there. That's cool. All right. Oh. What's this? Why are we stopping? Oh, the police officer thing. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna just do this. Okay, once that truck's gone, we can go. Oh, he's letting me go. Thank you. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Me and my insane size. Alright, you cars can wait for me, though. Thanks. The poor white car! It's gonna take a little while to get back to that spot. Okay. Must have been some serious police action. Alright. I think there's a way I can, like, remove gas to be a problem in, like, the settings, but I don't want to do that yet. Is it a gas station on the left? There's a rest area. Okay, where's the gas station? They can't just say, oh, you're running low on fuel, and they just have no gas station for me. This stinks. But whatever. Whatever. Oh, yeah. I'll like... My goal is to, like, sometimes, like, port it over to YouTube, and then just, like, have it for myself, but then sometimes maybe upload it on the site, maybe? I don't know. Like with Portal 2, I have like all the episodes on there, and then I also have whatever I played before that. I don't remember what it is. Oh, FNAF, and then also one other game, Minecraft. I think was on there too. Front of gas, it's not fun. Oh come on, you were that close. You could just like get out of the truck and just push it, right? Like that's. I'm so nervous too. Like I don't see a gas station in sight. I wish it told me like exactly how much more I have left, but there's a little like exit out there. Maybe I could just go through there. Maybe there's something over there for me. That also means lugging this thing around town. All right, I'm gonna have to see if there is. Let's see what we got. It's got to be around here somewhere. All right, come on. Gas station, please. Oh boy. Alright. No one there. Good, good, good. Alright, we'll keep going. Rolling, stop, I don't care. Move, move, move! Okay, come on. Let's see the gas station, please. I'm in big trouble, aren't I? Alright. I don't see anything down here. Nothing. Hold on, let me check the... Is there like a map? Let's see. World map. World map. Is there like a... Oh, there was a gas station down the... No. There it is. Oh, there's one over here. How long is that going to take? Oh, I'm taking a bit of a detour going this route. Oh, no. Have you tried that before? That's crazy. I would have never thought. That's kind of funny, actually. Must be kind of hard, right? I mean, like... I never really thought about it, like how difficult it could be, but yeah, it does sound pretty difficult. Did you put it in like neutral and like just push it? I'm sure it was still kind of hard though. Yeah, that doesn't sound fun. Alright, we've been low on gas for a while now. I really don't think I'm gonna make it. Let's see. I wonder if I could just like call somebody like, hey, can you give me some gas, please? Pretty please and thank you. Alright. I see something on the side here. I wonder what this is. Coming up. Looks like not a gas station. Let me just double check in the world map. Yeah, it's just like a... Alright, what that is. Alright, let's just keep going. Alright, so let me start talking about some awesome topics. I wrote down a whole list of topics today because I'm like, I want to keep conversation flowing. I have a lot of fun things I want to say. So I never really thought of like what to start with, but I guess one thing I'm really liking is, well, today I woke up, it's a Thursday, so for some PC players, you might know that today is the day that Epic Games gives out their free game of the week. Every like Thursday afternoon, I think, is when they give out the free game, or Thursday morning, I think. Morning or afternoon, I don't know exactly, but it's on Thursdays every week, and it's like a free game. Usually it's like an indie game or something small that not everybody really knows of, so, but then, bro, it's such a small, like, amount of gas left. There's a gas station. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. But I'm excited, though, because today they gave out Fallout New Vegas, so for the whole week, PC players can grab Fallout New Vegas. I think it's like the complete edition or whatever. It's got like everything, I believe. It's funny though, because out of all the Fallout games, that's the one I own. I own Fallout New Vegas on Steam already. I bought it like a few years ago. Didn't really play it, so it's like, of course, that's the one. But it's fine at least. I'm happy they're giving out like a notable game like that. Alright, here we go. We're right here. We've made it. We've made it to the gas station. In just enough time, too. There we go. Oh. That's a ton of money in gas, too. $500. Will this be paid by my employer? Alright, $876. Alright, now time to head out. I normally try, bro. It's in like the back there too. That's crazy. Okay, let's just keep going. Wait, oh, I got it now. I got it. We gotta like turn this way. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh! I crashed already? Wait, when did I crash? I'm about to crash soon, I assume. Good thing the cop left, because now I gotta... Alright, let's get out of here. Let's skedaddle. Look at this clean work. Watch this. Oh! Hold on. Alright. This truck behind me, that one in the red there, is probably like... Bro. I can't move! Oh, for goodness sake. How am I supposed to move this thing? I will tell you, I'm a little new to this game, too. Oh! Okay. How am I supposed to... Alright, let's go. Mush. Yep. Yeah. Trailer damage 1. Fine. Let's get out of here. How do I get out of here? I'm stuck. Oh, well, hopefully there's nothing too crazy in this thing. Oh. This is not going to be on time. No way. Oh. This ain't looking good, folks. Back it up. Sorry, truck. We're getting there. We're good. Oh my goodness! Alright, truck. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Let the traffic go. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's go the long way. We'll just go. We'll go. We'll take the long route. Well, we tried. And hey, you know, who knows? We could have maybe gone to the promised land, but it's okay. This will be delivered properly, despite how it might take an extra like 2 hours. But hey, it's all good with me. I wish I had better lights. So I can barely see a thing in these things, but whatever. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. It's all good. We've got gas. I normally try to fill up before I pick up a trailer, but I was like right there. I'm like, oh, might as well, you know. But yeah, I kind of I learned my lesson. So, anyways, I don't know if you guys actually real quick. I'm going to flip what I have here. So I'm going to flip my Twitch with my Discord tabs like this. There we go. Oops. There we go. Now it's easier to read the main chat stuff. Okay. Okay, now we're good. Okay. Alright, here we go. Let me just real quick. I didn't know Epic does that. A few years ago, they gave everyone GTA 5, which was funny because they were and still are having a hacker epidemic. They basically gave all their banned hackers a new way. Yeah, it's a little bit weird why they did that. I'm glad they gave it away for free because there's a lot of people who got to play it now, which is nice. But like, yeah, I didn't realize there's so many hackers. That could be a problem for sure. Yeah, my to-do list is gone. I didn't really... Yeah, I crashed. At least I didn't cause a big accident, but I did halt traffic for a little while. My high beams. I have high beams on this thing. I'm using an Xbox controller, so I feel like I've hit every single button at once at one point. So I don't really know which one is here. And I don't know, are you even able to detach a trailer? You can tell I'm a little bit new to this game, but like I've played a few hours of it, like 16 hours of it so far, because all I'm doing is driving from point A to point B. But like new things like that, I guess I haven't really learned. Alright, shall I try it again, folks? Alright, watch this. Check this out, folks. Ready? You haven't seen anyone like this. Alright. This is nice. Oh! Hold on. I'm stuck. Again. I hate this. Back it up. Smooth, yeah. Alright. Why can't I go forward? What am I stuck on? It's like that one trailer. See, I'm normally good at this game, trust me. I'm really good at this game. How am I supposed to get that out of there? Oh! Can I just give up on this? How much would I lose money if I give up on this task? Yeah, okay. Oh, come on. Yeah. How much more room do I have? I have enough room. Who parked their car in the parking lot? Who does that? Move! Oh. I think I have room. Just enough. Oh, come on. No, you can't do this to me. I would be terrible at this job in real life. Yeah, there are no scratches in the car yet, so that's good. Ew! I remember the solid milk scene. That's so gross. Hey, we did it! I shouldn't say yeah. Alright, get out of here. Yeah! Yeah! Look at that! Truck, you better hold on. I worked my butt off to be in this situation. You wouldn't even know. Look at that. First try. No problems. We did it. That was pretty good. I think you should give me a raise for that one. A bonus, if you will. I mean, that was really good. Not a promotion because that involves more work, but a bonus so I get more money. That was really nice. So, you know, next time give me 4 trailers. I could top that. Oh my gosh!
I love you, Kitchen Gun!
Yeah, well, I'm glad that, yeah, it's such a chill game. Yeah, when we got that sound going on and I'm stressing out with the stupid gas station thing. We're good, though. We're good. I don't like how it's nighttime, though. I can barely see in nighttime. I should check the headlights. Oh, pause. No, I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, sorry, that's a thing. I'm going to try to find the button, so, nah, I'm not going to worry about it. Oh no! What's the button I turned off? I tried to hit the button for the high beams and I clicked the right stick and the whole thing just turned off, so that was great. A little scared behind me. We're getting close to the next gas station, the one where I tried to escape last time. Hey Jerry, welcome to the stream. How are you today? Welcome in, welcome in. I'm changing my style up a little bit. I'm going to involve a bit more chill games where I can chat with the viewers and such. So, you know, hope you don't mind the change in style. But great to see you, though. How are you? What's happening? I don't know if you saw my amazing performance, but I escaped the gas station. I have multiple trailers in the back of this truck, and I was able to maneuver myself in a very skillful way that no one else could ever do because I am the best truck driver ever. Only crashed the trailer like 4 times, but that's okay. We made it. Sounds stressful? Yeah. No, there's no way. I can't imagine truck drivers in real life. It's gotta be so stressful. I mean, like that's gotta be ridiculous. I've seen videos where like people like there's this one video I saw where this guy was like hauling a bunch of like cars like in the back of their like the trailer had like a whole bunch of cars stacked onto it and stuff, and so they tried to go through like a train station, like not station, like one of those train things, like a railroad thing, but they tried to like gun it, and they like half their trailer was like still on the tracks but couldn't move, so the guy like got out of his car and like ran as the train like hit the back of the truck. So, like, all the cars went flying. It wasn't really good. I felt kind of bad, but, you know, it's like one of those things where I'm like, I don't think it's like a skillful job that, like, I don't know if everybody, you know, maybe not the most well appreciated, but, you know, it's got to be a lot of work. But I'm well. Good to see you. Well, good to see you as well. This has been great to have you here. Thank you so much for stopping in. I know you're very busy, so it's always nice to see you when possible. Down on the D-pad is high beams. No! What's this? Oh, dang it. Maybe I can switch this later. Alright, so unfortunately it wasn't down on the D-pad, but thank you for looking that up for me. I appreciate that. Let me try up. Oh, no! Oh, I didn't know you could change your camera angle. This is so sick. Oh my gosh. Oh, get back to the main. Okay. Alright, I'm scared. I don't want to hit the wrong button next time. But, it is actually pretty good for visibility, but it seems kind of cheating if I were to use like the overhead angle. Okay, we're getting close to where we're supposed to be. We took like a 2-hour detour to get gas. Self-destruct button or something? Oh yes. It'd be so funny. Just the whole thing just explodes. Self-destruct button, huh? Boom. Oh yeah, power washing simulator. That was a fun one too. Ooh. Okay. I was like, what's going on here? Okay, we gotta exit on the side here. Alright. Okay, and we're gonna do this. Huge. Now we're back on the main road. 10 hours to go.
Get fucked.
Oh! Oh, what's up? Oh. Oh, I was like, I'm like, who hit that? Who's there? There we go. Gonna lurk while I get homework done. All right, sounds good. Sounds good. Hopefully the homework isn't too bad. Darn right. So yeah, you must have started your summer classes by now, right? So obviously you got homework going on. So hopefully it goes okay. I know you're probably up to your knees in homework, but hopefully it's going all right. Like the class and everything's fine. Hopefully. You gotta stay awake while driving. Yeah. I felt like I just woke up. When the horn went off. I'm like, oh, who's there? But yes, please send me the music. I would love to listen in, Jerry. It was really funny. The other day, I was taking a walk to my local gas station. They make awesome ice cream, and so I was staying over there for a little walk, try to lose some weight, and then gain it all back by going on the word merging. I was gonna lose some weight and then gain it all back by going for a walk to get ice cream. So halfway there, there was this car that was like zooming past us, and they were playing TikTok by Kesha. It was awesome. I was like, oh, it's awesome. Like, let's go. It was pretty loud. And, it only lasted for like a second or two because then they were like by the end of the road. Like, they like really went past us. But I was like, oh, it's hilarious. I'm not that brave. I don't play my music that loud because I don't want anybody listening to what I'm listening to. I don't know why, because I'm sure it's stuff that everybody thinks is a bop, but I'm always like nervous about that stuff. It's so funny though. I'm sure a lot of like younger kids, when they look up TikTok, eventually they'll like be exposed to that song. It's gotta be pretty funny. Like, instead of listening on the radio, they first witness it through like a recommended thing on Google or something. But yeah. And Ninja, I do agree though. I'd love to get back to playing Power Wash Simulator as well. That one was a fun one. It was like a nice way to chat with folks, but then also like get through some power washing. So that sounds like it'd be a lot of fun too. And then if you guys have any other recommendations, by the way, for like casual games, let me know, because even when I'm not streaming, I love playing games to keep myself occupied while like listening to something. Like, I love listening to music or like a show or podcast or anime or something like that, or even like chilling with other people on like a voice call or whatever, while I'm playing a game on the side. So those games have usually been games like NBA 2K23 and Madden. I know two games I'm sure you guys both love, but then also like American Truck Simulator and Mario Kart. Like games that don't involve too much focus, but can still be played in a casual way, because I could use those both for streaming and for that stuff. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. Like Power Wash Simulator sounds like something I could easily incorporate into that kind of a situation. I washed my water bottle for like the first time in 2 weeks or so. I felt gross that I was drinking out of the same water bottle for that much time, so I cleaned it. But I might have cleaned it too much because I started to taste like a hint of lemon. Well, what's this? Oh, okay, you guys can wait for me. Thank you. Wait, I can't just go. Oh, come on. Oh, I don't want to take a detour. Oh. How am I supposed to get to my location? The stupid police. So, what was I saying? Whatever. That's ridiculous. I now have to. How much does it get through this thing? Breath of the Wild. That sounds like it'd be like an interesting one. I know the Tears of the Kingdom came out just recently, and that one's a very. Everybody's saying good things about that game. They're like, oh yeah, this is like so much fun, like really a big time spender. Like you don't realize how fast it goes. Oh. What's this clip from? Oh, this must be from another streamer. Okay. I'm curious to find out what. There's a family in that car. Oh my gosh, it must have been. Oh, let me watch this real quick. I want to see what's. I want to see this. Can I like paste this? Oh, let me just see. Oh, I can't play the music, the noise, because I've muted my own chat stuff. Oh, are they not stopping it? Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I can hear it.
Cop. That's a cop.
And the cop's right there.
Oh my god.
Did they get in trouble for that?
No.
Oh, it's so
What did you
unfortunate.
I hit some random car.
Oh, did they get fined for this? Let me see. Damage 8%? Oh, and a crash vehicle offense. I see. So not only did they hit the car, but they also got fined. That's hilarious. Like, what are the chances for that? I hope I don't get in that same situation tonight. That's quite unfortunate. I'm never gonna deliver this stuff in time, though. This is gonna be really unfortunate. Oh, you say Stardew Valley? Okay, okay. Yeah, that one seems like it'd be an easy one to play as I'm chilling around. I just need to like know what my next step is in that game, which I have an idea about, so that's good. Alright, oh no, I don't go. Okay, I'm gonna turn. Okay, so I do, oh, I see the cops. Okay, okay. Is this block 2? Well, how am I supposed to get... Oh my gosh. How am I supposed to get... Wait. No, I don't. Oh, no, this is a good thing. This is a good thing. I was gonna say. Wait, what? Oh. I'm not supposed to be here. I don't think. Well, now what do I do? Stupid cops are in the way. I can't move my... I'm so dead. Time to go the long way, I guess. This is so ridiculous. So that was the streamer, though? That was your, the buddy of yours? That's awesome. Seems like it'd be a fun stream to hang out in. That's awesome stuff. Oh, I almost hit that car. Bro, I don't know. Can I, like, abandon this trailer of stuff? Because, like, I don't think I'm getting to where I'm supposed to go. I can't make it past the stupid police car blockage, and I can't seem to, I had to go out of my way to get the gas. It's 1:08 p.m. in the game. PM. Oh, no, AM. Oh, no. 1:54 a.m. Excuse me, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I could play Sunset Overdrive again. That's true. Yakuza. Ooh. Is that one more... I feel like it'd be a lot of... Like, you'd have to focus on that game a bit more, you know? But it could be a possibility down the road. I have that written down as, like, one of the games you guys mentioned as, like, a game series to check out, because... Like, I was like that. There was like Luigi's Mansion. There was Octopath Traveler. There's a few other ones that are incorporated in the game, which is pretty nice. Like incorporated like games that are oh, what the? Okay. Yeah. What's going on? Why did that one car? Oh, I'm so confused. Okay. Just pressing the X button for the most part. Oh, it's not too bad. Heavily story driven, but you definitely have plenty of time between cutscenes and fights to check chat. Okay. That's not too shabby then. Now, I guess the main question I should ask too is it very difficult at all? Like, would it be hard for someone like me to play? Because as you can tell from my other games I've tried playing, I'm not the best at games. It's a little bit difficult for me. So, regarding my skill set, do you think it's something I could relatively play okay? I don't mind a little challenge, but I tend to struggle with skill-based games a decent bit. Which is tough, you know, as a streamer, you know, you want to be playing games all the time, but it's like, if I can't play games that involve a little bit of skill. You could probably maybe also play Persona, but those are long games, 5 being the longest, yeah. And that's fine too. Like that one sounds like it'd be fun to give it a try at some point. It's great to finally like see those games come out for more than just like the PlayStation. Let me just see how far. Where is this taking me? Does it want me to go all the way back there and take the loop back? Okay, forget this. Forget this. I'm taking a new job. I'm going to go, let's see. Where am I now? I'm taking a new job. I am not dealing with this anymore. Just wish I knew where I was. Where's my car? I gotta find myself. Where am I? I'm gonna have to. I'm not gonna take a whole loop just to get nothing, nowhere. This is gonna be a pain in the butt, though. And show all the goods. I'm like, what's his face? The guy who steals from the rich and gives to the poor. I forgot his name. That's good. And I thank you guys very much for the recommendations, too. It's always good to hear. Because I'm, like, out of the loop on a lot of things, for sure. Oh, I'm going to skip a Walmart job for a Walmart job. The fireworks! Oh, let's see. Take job. You have a delivery. You must finish it before starting a new one. View current job. I'm going to abandon this job. I'm going to lose 12,000 bucks. Yeah, sure. I'm out. I'm a free man. No more of this garbage. Oh, that was terrible. That was of course, it's when I stream it, it's like the worst experience. Let me earn money another way. I'm right here. Okay, so let's see. Where's the closest? Right here. That's not bad. It's a bunch of dynamite. That's not bad. Well, let's go pick it up. So all I have to do is pick up a stick of dynamite and put it in the back of my trailer, and then drive it to someone's location. That's fine. As long as they don't crash, I think we'll be good. Alright. I feel a lot faster now, too. No more junk in the back of my trunk. Okay. So, do you guys know a lot about, like, the PlayStation and stuff like that? Like, besides, like, some of the games, do you guys play the PlayStation at all? Like, PS5s and stuff? No? Okay. You do? Okay, Jerry, okay. Well, if that's the case, I don't know if you guys have heard about this or not, but I think it was the other day they provided, hold on one second. I almost crashed that. Oh, wait. Oh, I think I'm in the right spot. Okay, good. So I think it was, at this point, I think, 2 days ago, I believe, Sony had a little event where they announced some important information regarding the future of the PlayStation and whatnot. So let me get my notes, actually. So I have heard, let me see if I can find it. Where is it? Gaming news. Okay, I have a little section for this stuff too. So so they announced a system called the PlayStation Project Q. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard about it or not, but basically from what I've learned, it's pretty much like a handheld console for your PlayStation 5, but it's kind of like a Wii U. So you'll have to have it connected to Wi-Fi, and also I believe it's like a cloud-based system, so you need to have a PS5 and have it, linked with this Project Q handheld system, and that needs a Wi-Fi connection at all times to play PS5 games on the go. So what I've heard from people is that, it's a pretty cool concept, except it's very flawed because of the, I guess they're referring it to as like a Wii U. because I guess you can't really go too far away from the console. Like you need to have Wi-Fi connected with the system, which is pretty tough because besides your house and other locations, it could be kind of hard to get reliable Wi-Fi, so you can't really play your games as often as you might want to. But then also, you need to also have a PS5 anyways. So I'm curious what you guys think about that. I know I don't want to be too biased about it, but from what I'm a little skeptical about it because I think it's a really cool idea. Like I saw the concept, it looks very interesting, but I'm also quite nervous about it because I don't really know who's gonna want to buy it. I think that's a good way to say it. Like I think it's good. You have to gotta take a more of a better look into it. Like there's more to look at, more to learn. They said there's like more updates that are gonna be coming soon, so I'm curious what they're going to like say and announce later. Oh, it's gotta be the other side. Okay. Because I think it has a lot of potential. Like I guess people are excited because it's kind of like a PSP, PS Vita. They were hoping it'd be something like that, like a PSP or PS Vita. But those didn't require a constant connection or a very like a very close connection with like the home console. So with that being said, I'm a little bit nervous about it, and it's like a 2 or 3 minute video on YouTube I watched with it, and then a few other videos of people talking about it. And so yeah, I'm a little skeptical about it. I do like the design. I think the design looks pretty cool. However, I guess my main question is how much money is it going to be? Because if it's like $300, it's like the same price of a normal console, but it's doesn't have the I guess the guts of a console. Doesn't have the same specs, the same power as a console. So it's like a handheld console without the guts of a handheld console, but it has the ability to play PS5 games away from your TV. So very similar to what the Wii U was going to do. And if the price is decent, I could see that being a very cool addition to the PS5 lineup. Like if it was like $100, I'd say it's a great deal. I'd say go for it because that sounds like it'd be a great like option, especially if someone wants to borrow the TV and you can just play it, on the couch or in bed or on the john or the toilet or whatever you want to call it, the porcelain bus, whatever you want to call it. So I think it'd be kind of cool, like the different ways, because I never thought about that before, like playing PS5 games on the go, quote unquote, or if you bring it to like someone's house or something, as long as you have a good Wi-Fi connection, I guess it would still work, I think, if I'm thinking about that correctly. So I think it's got potential, but it could be a little bit tough. Hey, welcome in, Rain. Good to see you. Goodbye. Oh, all right. See you later. I'm sorry. I don't know if you were. I don't know if you're still hearing this, but thanks for stopping in, though. I appreciate it, though. That's unfortunate. Wi-Fi connections. That's lagging issues. Yeah. Oh. A Wii type of console is so 2015. Yeah, it seems like really late into the cycle. Like I think there's also I think Nvidia and Asus have come out with like similar systems at this point, and the Steam console, the handheld Steam console, is already out, albeit a little bit more expensive, like $500, but it would kind of act as like a portable PC, which is kind of close to what I'd say the PlayStation 5's Project Q could be, but without all the power, so but I do agree. I think it's a little bit of a dated concept, but if they can implement it well, if they can make it worth buying, depending on the price point and how powerful the connection is through the Wi-Fi, it could be pretty interesting. Could be pretty good of an option. I haven't heard of that. Doesn't PlayStation already have cloud gaming like Xbox? I believe you're right. I know they use a lot of I think the PC, they're trying to get more players from the PC to try out their games, and of course they already have the PS5 as a system. So I don't really know exactly what the need would be for this console, but I'm curious what they're gonna say, because they did say there's like more to come later. So maybe there's some more that we don't know yet that might be coming out soon. But yeah, I'm quite curious about how they're going to go about it. I'm excited, of course. Like, I always like hearing about new technologies like this, but I'm just so nervous. It's so like heavily reliant on like other factors like Wi-Fi and the PS5 itself. So it's like, a little nervous. But it like in terms of like the quality of the screen and everything, that's supposed to look really good. So that's nice. Like some big things like that. That's a great sign. And look at all these the gas stations all around here. Yeah, I don't need gas right now. I forgot why I only have one trailer, and that's obviously because it's a bunch of dynamite in here. Let's drive out of here, please. I had a little bit of an issue with it turning. Hold on, truck. I'm getting out of here. There we go. In all seriousness, it sounds like it needs work, but it sounds cool. Yeah, I agree. Hey, truck, I need to get over here. Let me see if I got room. Good. All right. I do agree, though. I think it needs work, but, hopefully they'll have more updates on that soon. Oh, you got ads? Oh, dang it. Well, hopefully by now, after my rambling, maybe the ads are done. But I've heard a lot of negative attention. Like, a lot of PlayStation owners aren't the happiest about that news because they're like hoping for like the next PS Vita, but it's like it's not that, So, it's unfortunate. Xbox cloud gaming is pretty good, and you can get a. Oh, sorry, sorry. Trying to see this. Oh, really? That's cool. See, it's interesting because I don't know most of this stuff. Like, I don't know about the capabilities of like cloud gaming. I find it still like a revolutionary idea, but I'm sure people are so used to it by now. Like, that's really cool. I never heard of that before. I remember like 5 years ago, I wanted to play games on my phone using like a controller, but I didn't know what to do with it. So I kept looking up a controller specifically for like the phone, and just wasn't like way too expensive for what I want. So I was like, I'm alright. But the fact that you could probably play better games on your phone now with that cloud gaming, and then also have an actual controller, like, that's pretty cool. That's really cool stuff. And you're right, if the PlayStation already has cloud gaming, I guess there really is no point. The controller itself looks pretty dope, but, I don't really know if that's enough to... I guess depending on the price, of course, but... Yeah, if you can make your phone a handheld, I don't see... the screen's going to be much bigger than a phone, but, like, not really... I guess it's really... I can't really make a big opinion on it until I find what the price point is going to be on that thing. I wouldn't assume it would be that expensive, right? Because they don't have too much, like, power in the system itself. Excuse me. And, like... screens and tablets and stuff aren't too expensive to make anymore. I guess you're just paying for the controller stuff and maybe the way it attaches to the tablet, but I'd hope it won't be too expensive. We'll see, I guess, but... Welcome back, Ninja. And we're just wrapping up some of the conversation on the Project Q. They also, in the same video, they also talked about, like, Bluetooth, earbuds or AirPods for the PlayStation, which is kind of cool. Like, I guess they work specifically for the PlayStation, but they have Bluetooth. They have the power of Bluetooth to incorporate with your phone, so you could essentially use them as like AirPods in a sense. Again, I don't know the price on that one either, but they looked pretty interesting. If I'm like a PlayStation player, that sounds really cool to have access to like multi-use AirPods in a sense that might be cheaper than what Apple is bringing out. So it's like cool gaming news I wouldn't have known if I didn't look it up online for like this stream where I wasn't really sure like what I wanted to like incorporate some gaming news, so it's kind of nice to have that today. It's like, oh, I didn't know about that. I guess like PlayStation had like their kind of like a Nintendo Direct it seemed, but like more like a more important for their like a very big one. I get a very big set of announcements to mention. I didn't watch the whole like I don't know what it's called. I think it's like I don't remember the name of it, but pretty much the PlayStation Direct is what I'll call it. I didn't watch most of the PlayStation Direct, but I did get to watch some people kind of summarize what happened, and so looks like a lot of PlayStation fans were hoping for more like first-party games, more exclusives for their console, but it ended up being a lot of games that are on other platforms right now as well, and some indie games which got some mixed opinions. Like they were happy it's going to be on the PS5, but not too happy about it, not being like a main title from PlayStation or from Sony, I should say, or being exclusive. So it's kind of getting the Nintendo treatment right now in a sense, because I think a lot of Nintendo Directs have incorporated a lot of indie developers in their Directs to kind of show off a lot of what's going on with them. And I'm like not sure how I feel about that, because I really like indie games. They're some of my favorite games ever have been from indie developers, because they're just like we've talked about before on the channel. It's like they're so much more creative, and even though they don't have like the most budget, they're not really focused on appeasing any like stockholders or shareholders or whatever the phrase is. They're focusing on the gameplay and the gamer's perspective. So it's like, for the most part, obviously I can't like generalize every single indie developer. So it's nice for them to finally get their notoriety. Like this is like the best time ever to be an indie developer, because it's like easier to make games now than ever before, and much easier to get them out to the public. But since there's so many of them, it's easy to put them in Nintendo Directs and like PlayStation announcements. So I'm like a little bit nervous about like the oversaturation of those, because I do want like it's been since 2017 since we've gotten our latest Mario game. Like our mainline, unless you consider the Mario Rabbids game to be like something, but like a mainline Mario game. The last one was like Odyssey in 2017. That's like what, like 5 years ago or so. It's been a while. Like I don't know how I feel about it. Because it's they just finished with Tears of the Kingdom, so I get they were busy, but. I'm a little bit nervous now in the Switch's lifespan. I'm a little bit nervous about how much longer they can wait before, fans get a little bit more antsy about the next Mario game, because it has been a little while since we've gotten one. And I don't know if it's a thing on PlayStation, but if you don't have Xbox Game Pass, which you should need for cloud gaming, you can connect to your own console at home and play. Oh, wow. Of course, relies on both network and the network or whatever. Yeah, but still, like that technology is really cool to have. Like knowing that we're at a stage now where it's much more easier to access games like that is such a cool concept, and something I would have been like completely baffled about when I was like little, or even like 8 years ago at this point, maybe too. More people appeal to indie developers nowadays, and most AAA games suck nowadays. Yeah, that's for sure. It's nice to kind of keep them in check too, because if AAA developers are slacking, then people are going to switch to indie games. Not all of them will, obviously, but like knowing what indie developers can bring out versus what AAA titles are lacking and like struggling to keep up with, like we could definitely see. Hopefully AAA developers realizing like, hey, we're making a mistake here by, pushing games out too soon or making the same game all the time. It's like, I'm excited what happens in like 20 years from now. Like I'm really excited to find out how like indie developers have, advanced, at a certain point in time, like how much they've learned, like in 20 years from now, and applying that to video games. I'm curious what that's going to end up being like. And kids nowadays can grow up and say, hey, I want to be a video game developer, and it's not like a far-fetched idea. Even obviously things like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber or a Twitch streamer, like that kind of stuff as well hasn't really been something that none of us could ever have grown up realizing. But it's cool to know that you can say like, hey, I want to be an indie developer. It's, when I get older, I want to do this or that. I think saying I want to be a YouTuber is a little bit tough, obviously, but like an indie developer, that'd be really cool. And then like there's a path now for people like that. Like growing up, I wouldn't have known how to get into video game development. Even if I like wanted to, I would have like no idea how to do that. So I think it's like really cool that you can essentially, there's a pathway for that. Like my brother right now, he's going into I don't know like the exact name, but he's doing like art digitally, so like graphic design and stuff like that. So it's cool to hear about like the path he's going to. Because I went a very traditional route. Like I'm a marketing major. I'm going through business school. Like I've got a pretty easy set destination of what I want to do and how to get there. But like for him, even though, digital artwork, that kind of, I wish I had the better name for it. But that kind of stuff, like it's cool that it's like a different thing, but it's something that's it's got enough of a foundation where it's something that like 10 years ago would have been kind of hard to navigate towards, but even now it gets definitely not as a traditional route as like my school experience, but it's like cool that the opportunities paved out for that, which is nice. So I'm very curious how like gaming, how that's going to work, like those who want to go into video game development, like how much easier could it be in like 10-20 years from now after people have gone through it a little bit more on these like untraditional paths. Like I'm wondering how that would have, I'm curious how that really affects the quality of like the developers coming up in the future. It's gonna be really exciting. Why are we slowing down here? What's going on? I see. I forget I'm hauling dynamite in the back of this trailer. I gotta be careful. Let me just quickly pause so I can read the messages so I don't forget. Not forget, but like I don't want to like fall off the map or anything. Me too. I've been holding off on getting a Switch between. I see. It's 2017. What if I get one and they just replace it? Yeah. Let me quickly talk about that. I agree. I didn't have that mindset going in when I got mine on Christmas. I think in 2020, I think I got mine in. But it's certainly something where, especially now, like, what do you do? Because the Switch is like almost 7 years old at this point, I think. So, you got to wonder when the next Switch is going to come out. And like what their plan is moving forward, because a video game console's lifespan is usually like 7-8 years, I think, or 6 to 8 years, I think actually. I don't remember exactly when, but like the Switch is weird because it came out like right before Xbox, and I'm gonna let this guy go in. Right before Xbox and PlayStation had their next gen consoles come out, but like much after Xbox One and PS4 came out. So it's like they're like right in between. So it's like I guess they could just wait for the next, after PlayStation and Xbox move on from the PS5 and the Xbox One X, whatever it's called, but like Series X, excuse me. But I think that would be also a little bit too much waiting, because the quality, like the power of the Switch is it's already lacking. And even though Nintendo can make their games look really good, it's still a bit of a problem when you've got such a inferior powered console. It's a little bit difficult to manage. So I'm very curious when the next wave of the next console will be announced, and then what's that mean for the next few? Like if someone's gonna buy a Switch now, it's like I'm sure you'll still get a lot of quality out of it. Like there's so many. The game library is huge right now, which is nice, but like I am very curious, like how much more can we expect coming, forward. Like I have a feeling that the latest Zelda game was probably going to be one of the biggest like one of the last biggest projects on the Switch before they consider the next chapter. But I'm curious about what you guys think about that. Like how much longer you think the Switch has, and when should we expect a new console from Nintendo, if it's going to come around soon or later, because it's still making a lot of money. It's still a very successful product. It's not like it's struggling with sales. I assume once they see that people are stopping, the purchase of Switches, then I could see that being, when they really amp up the next project. But I mean, I guess it's there's a lot of room for that, in terms of waiting. So very curious, There's a whole video about how Game Pass and other subscription services are charging how games are made, and honestly, I'm all for it. It's not often I heavily side with what a company is doing, but I love what Game Pass brings to the table. Yeah, I agree. I completely agree. Because you get so much value out of something like Xbox Game Pass. I don't really know how much the price is right now, but they used to always do those like $1 for 3 months deals. I know that's not really a thing anymore. I think they've actually stopped doing those. They're not going to bring up like the $1 for 3 months kind of thing. But I really like that too. Like, despite myself not subscribing to the subscription service yet, I definitely have a lot of I anticipate myself doing that once I have a job that I'm like a career that I'm going to have a constant inflow of money coming in, so I won't have to worry about missing like a payment or something, because I do like having games that I own. I like knowing that I own this game. It's never going to be taken away from me. Like, it's mine, but a subscription service means I've got all these games I can play, all for me for this window of time, but like, you might be saving a lot of money that way, because like I haven't gone back to a whole bunch of games I've finished. Like, I'm trying to think of, there's a lot of games I've finished and I just haven't gone back to them because I've completed them. Like, if I didn't play Portal 2 again, it would have been like 6-7 years since I've last played it. Like, if that was part of a subscription service, it's like, well, I wouldn't have had to pay as much. But, it's a different story, I guess, but we'll have to see. What's this? What's up, Psychotic? Welcome to the stream. Mild, I have news. All right, let's see. What kind of news you got here? Okay, so I went to auditions, and I just got home, right? Okay, and they posted the results. Oh, let's go. Oh, congratulations. Oh, great stuff. That's awesome. I was thinking as I'm reading it, I'm like, oh, hopefully you didn't, they didn't like decline you there, but I mean, you seem pretty excited, so I was like, okay, this must be good news, and I'm glad it was. Congratulations, Psychotic. That's awesome stuff. Good stuff. Very good stuff. I'm proud of you, Home Slice. You've worked hard, I remember when you were just a learner. Now you're the master of the bass, the bass. How do you pronounce it? That's awesome stuff, though. Top tier musician. I've been at school since 6 a.m. What? Get some... Oh!
I love you, Kitchen Gun!
Thanks. Get some sleep, Home Slice. Well, you won't get any sleep now because of the kitchen gun going off. But, like, you gotta... after you celebrate a little bit, get some rest because it's 6 a.m. I mean, they've been keeping you for the whole day. That's ridiculous. But awesome stuff. Congratulations again. That's really sick. That is awesome stuff. I'm going to take a picture of chat, just leave it on my phone so that I will not forget what's going on here. There we go, right up top here. We had a lot of fun conversation today. This is so awesome. Yeah, I know. She'll probably be like, oh yeah, 2 hours. Oh, I'm good. A little power nap is fine with me. It's like, no, you got to get real sleep. That's how you grow and become a better, better skillful musician, Oh yeah, the Celtics are winning. Okay, okay. Sorry, I'm getting excited too. My Celtics are on the brink of elimination, but they're doing okay so far. I think I'm just gonna boom. What the? Too much caffeine. And what do you mean other stuff? What is that supposed to mean? I love how you like other stuff, like in a weird font. Hopefully that means water, mild water, please. But I have no idea. I'm just gonna go this way. These cars are so slow. I don't understand. I don't want to get in trouble, so I won't pester you for the answers. But yeah. I'm going to assume it's mild water, and so if it is water, that's room temperature. I say good choice. Hey. Like this riveting gameplay. It's very fun. Totally. Yeah. See? That's right. Alright, once I get past... Please pull in for a vehicle inspection. Oh, it's right there! Oh, wait, is it? Oh, I can't tell. Okay, no, we have some time. Wait. I'm sorry, buddy. I gotta get into the wait station. They told me way too late. That's really bad. I don't like that. It told me like with 2 seconds to spare. Hey, a wait station. I'm like, okay. So I got in a little bit of trouble there. Now $100. That's not too bad. I'm making like a few $1,000 from this station. So. What? They're yelling about my weight for the car? I don't understand. Or the truck? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Whatever. Audition's not nap time. Alright. Waffles, I agree with what you mentioned from earlier. You talking about the other subscription services, like you're hoping gaming doesn't end up being in that route too. I'm nervous about that though. Like I think that there's a chance. Yeah, I feel like there's a chance it's gonna happen. Like you mentioned how like there's Hulu, Prime Video, and Peacock. I don't even know AMC Plus is a thing. Crunchyroll, YouTube Premium. Yeah, what I'm worried about is that there's you've already got Epic Games, you've got Steam, you've got Ubisoft, you've got Blizzard, you've got I think Bethesda used to have their own like launcher. I don't think they have it anymore. You've got Origin, I think is the one for EA. You've got a ton of different like launchers right now, and luckily they're not subscription based services. I mean, I think Ubisoft. No, I don't know about Ubisoft, but I know EA. I think has like their own EA like service that you can subscribe to, which doesn't like make the games exclusive, but I think gives you a good deal if you like their stuff. So like that's something. But yeah, I'm certainly very nervous about that. I don't want there to be too much of a problem with accessing your favorite games, because right now streaming services are having a problem with that, and I had a feeling it was going to be like that. Like I think we all had that feeling that was coming up with watching so many shows like move to different platforms. So now it's almost like you have to buy each like station, like kind of like with cable. We have to get all the packages to get everything you want to watch. So it's really annoying though, because at face value, like yeah, I wouldn't want to pay extra money for cable if it doesn't include everything I want, or just doesn't have enough of what I need. But like with subscription services now, it's like everything is kind of like there's too much going on with each station. Like I think eventually things are going to calm down once companies start to lose too much money. But I'm certainly nervous about the gaming industry with that, because I could definitely see that being a case. I'm sure it's already been brought up in board meetings already. Like, hey, a good way I can make some money. Let's make a subscription service. And I'm worried that's going to be the case. Like, I'm so glad Steam doesn't do that right now. Like, Valve has done a great job with Steam, and I'm very happy with my time on there. It's like the best. It's always going to be, I feel like, the best way for my game library to be kind of safe and comfortable. And full of fun. Okay, I'm going to roll on the floor. Okay, and I don't know, just keep rolling. See you later. Okay. Trying to think of a good way to word. Let's see. I was gonna see if I could come up with like a cool joke, but I don't know. Thank you so much for stopping by, though. I appreciate it, and enjoy your celebratory evening, rolling around, and other stuff that you do. Uh, have a good night if I don't talk to you again tonight, and good luck, and hopefully you have a lot of fun with your newfound excitement, your newfound path of musical prowess. Good luck and have fun. I'm gonna try to look and talk at the same time. By the way, guys, have you heard about? So HBO Max is moving from HBO Max to just the word Max because I guess they're incorporating more than just HBO stuff on the platform, and I've heard a lot of mixed reactions online about that. I think for one, I really don't like how they're moving from the name because I think most people go to HBO Max because they like all the HBO content that's already on there. Like that's the big selling point. It's like HBO related content, but calling it just Max, I think it's been out for long enough where people are not going to be too confused about that name, but not having HBO in the name is kind of a weird one for me. I think long term it's going to be fine because people who are enjoying HBO content right now, I think they're not, I don't think they're missing out anymore. I feel like everybody who likes that stuff is already on the platform, so I don't think that's a bit of an issue, but I'm just worried about the naming. I don't know how that's going to work because I thought it was a good selling point saying it's HBO related. Oh, that's cool. It's HBO. It's something that people really like to watch. But I guess Max is nice because it can, open up interpretation that it's more than just HBO content, despite, maybe it might be good. Who knows? I'm running out of fuel again. Okay, so I got 3 hours to go. I'm going to see if I can find... hopefully I can find a gas station nearby, but I don't think I'm going to be in a bit of a pickle like I was before. But we'll see. Alright, is there a gas station down here? I don't think so. I'm not going to worry about it over here. I'll keep going. 3 hours. I wonder if I wish there's a way I can increase the gas tank fuel amount in here, but I guess it's fine. So not too shabby so far. Are we in a city? It looks like we're in some sort of a city location. That's cool. I guess there's a lot of locations I haven't found yet in this game, so I'm excited to find out what else is in this game. Alright, it wants me to go to the right, not this right, I guess the next one. Unless it automatically loops, which I think it's going to. Okay, we are looping, okay. I'll slow it down a little bit. There we go. Ooh. It's been a lot of fun though. I really I love talking, so it's so much fun to get conversations going like this. Always a good time. So it's good to have a nice flow of conversations for sure. Alright, I'm going to try to pick up some speed. Hopefully I can kind of cruise along here as I read other messages. Let me see if there's anything else I'm missing. Hold on 1 sec. Oh, and so I've read the last part of what you mentioned earlier there, Waffles, and so about getting a lot of ads for Switch-related stuff. Yeah, I think that could be a sign. It could be a sign that they're trying to move inventory before it's too late. Or before they start to prepare the new wave of Nintendo console stuff. A new console in their games. I'm just curious I'm curious what their selling point would be. I'm curious what they would, what's the next thing they could do? They've done. I think they did a really good idea here by doing both a handheld / home console combination. But I can't help but wonder what the next idea would be. I'm sure they've been thinking about this for a long time, but I hope they focus on more power, I guess, and like incorporating a not a more hardcore audience, but like trying to allow more room for that on the console, because like they could barely get NBA 2K to work on the Switch. So that kind of was disappointing to me, because I wanted to play NBA 2K while I was also kind of like in bed or on the couch. Like when I was sick, it's like, well, I can't really get to my computer, so it would have been nice to play that on the Switch, which really didn't happen. So hopefully they can improve the power of their next console. I think that's like the main concern, because they have the games. Everybody's gonna love whatever the next wave of stuff would be for Nintendo's like main IPs. But I'm certainly nervous about what else they're gonna have coming up besides that. And like things like Smash Bros. It's like Smash Bros. Ultimate. That's supposed to be like the final one. Like Sakurai said, like he's not gonna do any more Smash Bros. Work. That was his last one, and I know that I have a good feeling Nintendo's not gonna want to stop the lineup of Smash Bros. Titles to end. I don't think they want it to end because it makes them a ton of money. So I'm curious what they could do on their next console. I think it's gonna be really tough for them to try to make it worth their while, because like Smash Bros. Ultimate, like it's called Ultimate. It's got everything. It's got like all the good maps. It's got every single character. It's got so many more DLC fighters. So it's like I don't know what they could do differently for the next game. I've heard people say they really want a more single player experience on the next like Smash Bros. Potentially, so that makes sense. I know in Smash Bros. Brawl they had the Subspace Emissary, so that was like a cool single player experience that I really enjoyed. The story really didn't make too much sense, but like it was a cool way to incorporate all the characters in some story like setting, and it seems like people seem to have fond memories of that experience. So my hope is that, hello buddy, let's move it up. We are 75 miles per hour we're supposed to go. We're at 59. Hello. Anyway, sorry. The Subspace Emissary, incorporate every single character in a nice way. So I'm very curious what they're gonna have. Like maybe they could involve a new story in the next one. Make that like the big selling point. Like, yes, all your characters are back, all the maps are back. We're including new characters and maps, but we've got, the most important thing is we've got a great story for you. We've got a great story game along with this whole thing, because they really don't need to add much on the core gameplay. I'm out of fuel. Shoot! Oh, shoot! I should have turned it earlier. I'm just gonna go to the settings. I'm adjust video settings, music too loud, game preferences. I should have assumed it was going to run out of... Oh, now what do I do? Traffic offense, okay. Shoot, I'm out of gas. Realistic fuel consumption. Shoot, where do I go? Okay, I gotta think about this now. Let me go to the settings. Options. Okay, let me look this up. I gotta look up how to get out of here. Let's see here. Let's look this up. Out of gas, American truck sim. Alright, let's see. Press F6 or F7, and then you can press enter for help. It will set you back a bit, but you'll have fuel. F6 or F7. Let's try this out. F6. I don't want to cancel the job. F7. Services and adjustments. Emergency refueling. Emergency refueling services provide you with 15 gallons of diesel. Cost $3.82. Take 30 minutes. Yeah, sure. Can't do anything else about it. Oh, okay. Is F1 like the main? Oh. Oh, cool. Three. Oh, shoot. It's really cool. You can adjust things that way. F4? No. F5. There we go. Okay. Well, we've made it a little bit. I don't know. Let's see. We have 1 hour 40 minutes. There's a gas station nearby. Let's take the gas station. It's right over here. It's a quick little turnout. Okay. Oh, good. Good. This will be fine. This will be fine. This will be good. It'll be good. Yes, I know. Well, stop. I don't care. Let's keep going. Alright, gas station. Okay. Look at me. I'm pretty good at this stuff, you know? Alright, let's stop here. Okay. Finally, we've made it. That was so scary, though. Oh my goodness. Another thing I gotta sadly mention in terms of like gaming news I wanted to share is that Overwatch 2, it's something that I know a lot of folks might not be the biggest fans of anyways, but I'll tell you, at least I know you may already know, some of you might already know this, but I used to not like Overwatch at all. I just thought it wasn't for me. I really hated a lot of things about it, and I was like, man, like I remember trying to play with my friends. Like every single one of my friends was like a big fan of the game. Back on like Xbox days, and I even had it on the PC. I had it on the PC, and I was also able to borrow the copy on Xbox, but from my brothers. But I kept trying to play, but I never liked it because I was always getting stunned or like frozen, or I'd always get like something would always happen to me where I couldn't play the game. Like everything I'd use would be like shielded away, or I would never get any kills because someone would be able to like stop me from using my abilities properly, or I would get frozen, or I would be like stunned, or I would be like shook, or whatever. Something would happen where I just couldn't like play the game. I'm like, oh, this is boring. I can't do anything, and then I'd die, and then I had to like wait to respawn for a little bit, and it's like, ugh, this stinks, or yeah, it'd be like a lot of walking to get back to where I'm supposed to be. But Overwatch 2, I really liked because even though I regrettably was like, oh, I guess I'll give it a try. Why not? Let me give it a try. So I played with my friends, and so I had a great time. I had a great time with it. I thought it was like a fluke at first. I'm like, okay, I'm having a little bit of fun here, but let's see how else it goes. I started playing as Moira. It was like my first character I played, and she was new to me when I first started. So I was like, oh, this is kind of fun. Like she was very easy to pick up and play, and I think that was huge to get started on. So like they had characters for me that were like easy to get started in, which was really nice. And it really was really cool to be able to like slowly adapt everything. As I played as Moira, the healer, I started to learn a lot more about pretty much like everything I needed to know about the game, like every character's name, all their abilities, even the new characters that came in that I had no idea about before, like Sigma and um, the Junker Queen and a few other characters. I'm like, oh, there's so many people here I don't know. There's a few like DPS I didn't know, and they moved Doomfist from like a damage, I think, to like a tank. And I was like, oh, I don't know how that's gonna work. So like a lot of questions I had at first, but they removed a lot of like those things that like kept stalling my enjoyment of the gameplay. So I thought that was really cool on them. And then they also removed like the 6 player, so the games felt a lot more open, which is really cool because I got to really, um, learn as I went, but I also had a lot of opportunity to grow while playing the game, and it wasn't like the game wasn't punishing as much as it was in the first game. So I'm like, this is all very good. I was very disappointed though because there's a certain things where it's like when I first played the original game, I paid for it, so obviously I got to enjoy a loot box reward every single time I I leveled up. So unfortunately, not getting that this time was a bit of a bummer. But I'm like, that's okay. That's fine because it's not necessarily the end of the world. Like I'm still enjoying the game. It's fine. But yeah, Overwatch. I'm talking about like pretty much. Yeah, I'm just kind of like explaining why I like the second game so much from the first. And welcome back, by the way. So there's like a lot of things I enjoyed about the second one over the first. So like if anybody's like on the fence about playing the game, I'm like, oh, this is great. This is very enjoyable. But I, as much as I like these changes, though, I felt that there were still like something like why was it called Overwatch 2? So I learned about it. I was like, okay, Overwatch 2 because they're incorporating a PvE mode on the game. Like they're going to incorporate this. It's going to be like this big new single player event. Well, not event, but like mode that you can play. Like a lot of content that I guess has been like 4 years in the making at this point. I'm like, okay, this is great. I enjoy the game a lot, so I'm like, this is great. Like I've grown into becoming a fan of the game, and to know that there's a lot of content coming up in the future is going to be really exciting to me. I'm like, this is great. And then the news came the other day that they are just going to scrap PvE. Like there's no more, like the work they've been working on for 4 years is just not going to happen. They made all this huge fuss about changing to Overwatch 2, and now everybody's having a big problem with it because they essentially just straight up gave up on their fans, and so that was very frustrating to me. And obviously I'm gonna wait because I don't think they allow red on reds in this game. It was very frustrating, but like I'm not even like I didn't play enough in the first game to be as upset as like other people would be. Like one of my best friends, he's played the game since it first came out. He's been an avid fan. He's always loved the game. It's been his favorite game, well, one of his favorites of all time. So he's been very excited about this PvE mode, and so not having it, he was very upset. I'm like, I totally understand, but like I can't seem to imagine like 4 years of anticipation, excitement. He always reads up on like every update, every like announcement coming up, and for him to find out that PvE is just not going to happen, not even like a small version of it, like it's just not happening. It's like that's pretty bad. Like I don't think I've ever seen that before. Like someone said in a comment section, like Blizzard's one of the companies where their fans don't really expect too much from them to be satisfied, but yet they still can't deliver. And I'm like, that's pretty fair. Like I haven't really seen much from them, and I've only played Overwatch 2 for like a few months now, but it's like all the stuff I'm enjoying has been out for a long time now. So like players who've been playing since day one, they're kind of ready for new stuff. I'm not in that boat yet, but I'm sure I will be the more I play Overwatch 2. But it's so sad to me to think that this dedicated fan base that only wants what they've been promised for so long, those who bought Overwatch 1 and had to move to this free-to-play version of Overwatch 2, and to not even be promised the main reason for Overwatch 2, which is the PvE mode. Like that's pretty frustrating. And I'm loving the memes I see online about it now too, because it's so funny that like, you know, like people are able to like really sum up everybody else's frustrations about it. So there's a whole bunch of like memes I've seen on. I'll have to find some videos to share, but it's so funny. Like, you know, it's pretty much memes about Overwatch or like Blizzard and not doing anything. So, you know, it's kind of interesting how that worked out. I'm trying to think of a good example, but whatever. I can find some stuff, but I'm just very frustrated about it because like I'm more upset because of like my friends who've played this game for so much more than I have don't get what they've been promised. And I'm sure I'm going to be even more upset the more I play because there's going to be times where I'm going to want to see like more content once I'm satisfied with what I've got, you know, and I don't know. I just find it to be really frustrating, and you know, I'm hoping that they can bounce back, but from what I've heard from other people in the community of Overwatch, and I could be wrong about this, but it seems like they've been disappointed a few times over already, so like they're not looking forward to the future. There's like a roadmap apparently of what Overwatch is expected to be doing coming up, but I don't know if it's enough to really satisfy the folks that are, you know, have been waiting for this work for so long at this point. So I guess we'll have to see how that goes. But oh, a new place has been discovered. Very nice. So, you know, I'm curious what you guys think about that. I haven't actually read chat. I've been rambling for so long now, so I haven't even gotten to hear what you guys have to say. I think I gotta take a left here, so let me see. I can't believe we're actually almost at our destination. This is really exciting. I know the second one is so much better. It'll be even more fun when they add the PvE mode. Yeah, it's like that's my mindset. I'm like I like Overwatch 2 because I like the 5v5 mode, and they've made it not annoying. Like when I'm dying, like I usually get frozen by like a Mei, and I don't get to like move, or I get stunned trying to use my ultimate or whatever, and or I can't move or anything. It's just like I'm just standing there and then I die. Like I hated that in the beginning. It was always frustrating for me. All right, where is this? Is it on the left side or the right side? Or is it just straight? I don't know. It looks like it's on... Alright. I think it's actually left. No. Hold on. I think it's straight. Yeah, it's straight. I'm going to stay on this lane. I had dinner. You are back. Welcome back. What'd you have for dinner? I'm going to guess you had cold cereal with a hint of hot dog. Oh, it's just straight. This is where it is. Oh, that's hilarious. Well, we've made it to the firework distribution center. Very nice. Finally, after like an hour, almost like 2 hours on stream, we finally have a legit finished job. I'm in a hurry. Skip. I always hate parking properly. We did it. We did. How much money did we make? We made $42,000. Really? $42,000? Oh wow, that was a lot more than I expected. That's huge. We did crash though, which is unfortunate. So let me quickly alt tab out of here. I hate that I have to alt tab, but whatever. Let me fix this up a little bit. Yeah. We failed. It's red. Don't crash. We crashed. The end. Very disappointing, for sure. Oh well. Make sure to always drink. No. Not cold water. I say mild water. Thank you very much. Whatever. To be honest, I think all Blizzard wanted was to add microtransactions. Yeah, I think that's a thought I've had for a while too, is that like maybe it's just like a way for them to make an excuse to like make more money out of the game. But like what a terrible way to do that. Like you've got a community of people who want to enjoy the work that you've provided, and you know, you keep trying to like force them to spend more. Like that stinks. Like it's one thing to have a battle pass where you have to pay money for. I get those. I like those because you actually can get some value out of that if you play enough of the game. Especially if they allow you to repay for the battle pass once you're like without spending your own money. If you like complete the battle pass, like if you have enough credits, like Fortnite does it, where like they'll give you, if you continue through the battle pass enough, you'll get enough credits to pay for another one without having to actually take out more money out of your wallet. Like that's nice. I like that a lot. Ooh, we can go all the way back. We can go all the way back from where we are now, all the way to Nevada, to this place. That would take $54,000. That also takes 18 hours. So I don't know if I want to do that one. That's even long, bro. That's a lot of money. All right, what's a closer one? I need something that's close to where I'm at right now, but it's also not too long. Like I'm trying to go with the big money ones first, but like I don't care if it's another thing of explosives. Like I'll carry it. I just need to. Okay, that's pretty close. That takes 22. No, I'm not doing a 22-hour trip time. That's 22, 17, 22. That's 12, but it's like so far away. I'm okay. Must be a lame roadmap. Yeah, it's not that. It's got some PV like things, but not enough. But I'm hoping it's. I mean, I'm glad they have something. Like it's more than TF2, and that's like my favorite game ever. So, that's something. Yeah, potatoes and meatballs with mac and cheese and corn. Can I please have dinner at your house? Like you guys, it sounds like you have so many fun food places you go to or have. Like that sounds delicious. But then it's like you also had that awesome place you're mentioning earlier today, McAllister's, I think it's called. I want to go there. Like, this is great, Can you, like, be my DoorDasher? Like, I'll, pay you some, my Twitch payout money to come out here and deliver some good food. It sounds awesome. Let me get some water. Oh, come on. Buffalo chicken dip. It's probably spicy, but, like, hey, if I have some milk with it, I'm sure it's fine. But, like, in taste-wise, that's always good. Always tasty, so I'm a little bit jelly right now. Very, very jealous. Yeah, very wrong. Yeah, for sure. I thought it was, what did I say, like, cereal and, like, a hot dog, I think? I don't even know. It wasn't even close. I tried, Technically, you only made 30K because you lost 12K from the last one. Yeah, but hey, that's something. To be honest, one of the other main things I just like about Fortnite is the Battle Pass. I'm curious what you think. Oh, I see. You mentioned on the bottom here as well. Here, we'll start off with that as I head out to my new trucking adventure. So I'll start off with that conversation. Yeah, so for me it's probably spicy, but for you maybe not. Ah, man. But yeah, I will start with that conversation. This looks good. Oh, 17 hours. So again, it's a long one. 13. Oh, man. These are all long. That one's close, but it's not. This one's 14 hours. It's a bit of a drive to get to where I need to go, though. Man. Sorry. Ooh, that's right where I'm at. Freight hours. Yeah, I'll take that one. I don't have enough gas for this, do I? Let's take the job. Oh, we have full gas, basically. Okay, good. Alright, now where is the... Oh, the job site's a little bit... Like, it's not here, but it's nearby. Okay. It's like 1 mile. Okay, that's not too bad. I think I'm going the right way, I think. Good. Good, good, good. It's like right down the street, I guess. Their competitor or whatever. Okay, let's go. Actually, I could see what they... Nah, that's alright. I'll just go over here. So yeah, I'm a little bit confused. I mean, I'm curious what you have to say about the Battle Pass on Fortnite, why you don't like it. So I'm going to have to read... I know you mentioned it. You clarified in the other message, so let me read that in a second. What did I say we were talking about? Oh, yeah. it was like. There we go. Okay. Oh, and also, yes, I'll play Fortnite again in the near future. That game was a lot of fun. I actually played it earlier. Actually, yesterday I played it, and it was a lot of fun. I don't think I'm ever gonna get a victory royale. Like, I got so close. I played with Blue Mouse the other day. I don't know if you guys. I know. I think you guys know of him. He used to do a lot of collab stuff with me, so you guys might know him already. But yeah, he and I played a lot yesterday, and it was a lot of fun. But unfortunately, we did lose. But that's okay because it was a lot of fun. But yes, I'll be playing that again soon. I think be a fun stream game, not too hard. I mean, like I don't expect to win, but I do expect to have fun. And that's like the most important thing. But new passage map updated. Wait, where am I supposed to go? Am I not supposed to go here? Or is there another route? Alright, let me just keep going then, I guess. Luckily, I'm not timed for anything right now. Oh, I see. I'm supposed to go one more turn over there. Okay. I'll just go around the long way here. We're good. Oh my gosh. Alright, now before I forget, let me just, so it doesn't affect the game at all, but every single game nowadays seems to have a Battle Royale and Battle Pass, and it's severely annoying. So are you referencing how, like, Fortnite tends to, I think they kind of started the Battle Pass idea, right? So is that why you're not a big fan of it? Because it kind of influenced a lot of other games to do the same thing? And it doesn't really affect the game. I'm curious about that because I don't think it's a problem because it's not affecting the gameplay, which is nice. Like, and it's a way for like free games to make money without having to like ruin the gameplay aspect. At least in my opinion. Oh, we got ads. Okay, I'll wait. Hey, Saga Trio, welcome to the stream. And Rain, you're back. Welcome in. Firstly, I want to say thank you both for stopping in. Second, Rain, I know you came in here earlier, I believe, and I apologize. I didn't get to respond to your message before you left. You said you had some connection issues, so I apologize about that. I didn't get to talk to you in time. So welcome back. I'm glad that you were able to stop in again. And Secretary, always great to have you here. I hope you have a fantastic day as well. You and Rain, I hope you both are having a fantastic day. Since you guys both came into the stream around the same time, I'm like, welcoming you both in with the same kind of, I don't know, welcoming skills I can provide. But yeah, today for you guys, I kind of said, all right, you know what, I'm not that skilled in video games, so I'm going to play a little bit more of a chill game. As you can tell, this game is very chill. And this one, it's American Truck Simulator, so very chill, very fun. And it's a game that it's a great game to do some chatting and chilling with the viewers, aka you folks. So I think it's so much fun to be able to do this kind of stuff. And frankly, I'm pretty excited about doing this. We've already had a lot of good conversations. We talked about the PlayStation Project Q, which it's like a handheld console for the PlayStation that's going to be coming out soon. Although it's kind of like a Wii U, so I'm a little bit unsure about how that's going to go. We talked about the future of the Switch because we don't know if the Switch is going to have like I finished with the new Zelda game that came out, but like we're a little bit nervous because like there's no Mario game that's coming out in recent memory. We don't really know of anything besides kind of like Mario. The last Mario game, the mainline one, was like in 2017. So like considering they haven't had a new Mario game in a long time, and the Switch is now almost old enough to be like the age it is to like replace a console is usually like 6 to 8 years, I'd say. So like I think the Switch is like close to like the lifespan not being ideal for its future. I'm sure it's still fine for now, but we're like wondering when like the next console for Nintendo is gonna be. but kind of like a PSP. But like the only problem is, so it's a handheld console, but it doesn't have. So you have to have hold on. So you have to have a constant Wi-Fi connection with this Project Q system, and you also have to have the PlayStation 5 you have to have a PlayStation 5 so that it can like share the game stuff onto the console. I know I'm saying it poorly, but I think it's like a cloud-based thing where you have to have a PS. What the heck just happened? Oh, Jerry, thank you so much. Oh, thank you very, very much. I really appreciate that. And congrats to Ninja on the gifted sub. Thank you so much for doing that, Jerry. That is so awesome. Now Ninja doesn't have to worry about the ads anymore, which is fantastic, because I was going to talk to him about the Fortnite stuff, and then he had the ad thing, so I was like, oh, I'll have to wait a little bit. But thank you so much, Jerry. I really appreciate that a ton. That's very nice of you to do so. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And congrats again, Ninja. That's awesome stuff now. A whole month of no ads. No more Taco Bell. Let's go. Yeah, that's for sure. Waffles, that's for sure. Oh, and now Waffles will have no ads. Oh, let's go. Congratulations. Good stuff. And thank you so much again, Jerry. That's awesome. 2 subs? That's insane. 2 gifted subs like that right straight off the bat. That's fantastic, man. Thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We all appreciate now not many ads going our way now, which is good. Thank you so much. And yeah, so you have to have, so the PS5 needs to, you have to have one so that it can use its like cloud system to like provide the game onto the handheld console. Kind of like so like the handheld console doesn't have any power. Like it only has a tablet connected to like 2 controllers. It looks pretty slick, I must say, but it has like no guts, it has no power, it has no like stuff inside it to be powerful. So it relies solely on the PS5. So having, because of that, it's like limited in a sense, because you need to rely on your other console to have this one work, and you need to rely on a constant Wi-Fi connection so that you can play these games. So there's like 2 problems with it, but we don't know the price, and we don't know how far the Wi-Fi can go or how powerful you need the Wi-Fi to be in order for these games to play well. So that's why people are a little bit hesitant, because it is cool in theory. You got like a handheld console for the PlayStation 5, but you also have a few technical limitations, and we don't know the price. So that's exactly what I'm trying to like kind of reflect on all this. I hope I said it okay, because it's hard for me to describe because I'm not the biggest tech whiz, but I should have like wrote down the notes so I could properly say it. But I hope that makes sense. Like, it's exciting, but we're also like a little bit hesitant on it because we don't really know if it's gonna be worth the while, So we'll see. But yeah, so that's why people are like all excited at first, and they're like, oh, I don't know, Like even I was excited. I don't have a PlayStation, but I'm like, oh, this is an exciting thing, and I'm like, wait a minute, it could be a little bit, too soon. So I'll slow it down here, and then I know Ninja earlier who he was referencing. He was talking about he's not the biggest fan of. Fortnite having a battle pass. So I'm very curious about. So he said, I think it was. Actually, let me pause real quick. I want to just go over there and just double check I'm not missing anything, and not putting words in the mouth. So he said it doesn't affect the game at all, but every single game nowadays seems to have a battle royale and battle pass, and severely annoying. Which I think is fair. I don't like how other companies have kind of copied the whole idea. I think it's a bit annoying, honestly, in my opinion, for sure. Plus, the entire reason Call of Duty Black Ops 4 flopped was because Activision cut the campaign and worked on basically everything else for that crappy Battle Royale mode. Yeah. I think, and I'm also going to screenshot the message from Waffles later on. I'm going to read that later so I don't forget. It seems interesting. And then let me take another picture. I see something saying a bad driver, so I'm just gonna take a picture of that for later to talk about. We're saying it made it popular, but I've got no problem with it. Besides that, that's fair. I totally get that because I don't like it's a big trend, you know. Like when Call of Duty first came out, every company wanted to be a first person shooter. You know, you can't all be a first person shooter. You know, it's like there's moments where like it's just not, you know, you can't really maybe you can't make it any different than it is. You know, you can't differentiate from like what everybody else is doing. It's not like not creative enough or it's not distinct enough, which is unfortunate. But yeah, at least they were a very good first person shooter, that's for sure. But yeah, there's a lot of battle royale games that came out, and I will say there's a lot of them I really liked. But then, you know, the more I play them, the more I'm like, okay, why are some of these a thing still? Like I really didn't like PUBG. I hate to admit it, but I did like there was this CS:GO version of a battle royale I enjoyed when I was little, younger I guess, but it was really bad. Like I learned now, it wasn't really that good. It's just a constant yellow light. Oh, it's a red light. Ooh, okay. Oh my gosh, I almost ran a red light there. And then there's a few other battle royale modes, like you said. Call of Duty kind of swapped the campaign, which is very famous and very well like known. And I even played campaigns back in the day, which were very good. But yeah, to replace that with battle royale is kind of lame. I don't like that at all. But in terms of what Fortnite can provide, I really like the battle royale mode they have there, and they're really catering to everybody because there's a build and a no build mode. There's a creative, like there's multiple different modes that you can play. There's also you can like create your own maps and you create your own game modes, which is cool. I don't think that it should have been something everybody should have picked up. But as a popular like trendsetter, I can see why a lot of companies decided to try to go that same route, which is ultimately bad for gaming in general. So I do agree with what you mentioned there. And battle passes are tough too because companies got very stingy with it. But I think the right battle pass is fine. Like I really liked the battle pass for I mentioned Rocket League a long time ago, but their Rocket Pass is what they call it. One of my favorites ever because it gave you a lot of cool trinkets, a lot of cool things like different boosts, different goal explosions, different skins, a different car than anybody's had before. And if you play enough, you'll get your credits back where you can just buy the next battle or the next Rocket Pass without the need to shell out any more of your own money. So it both encourages you to play the game more, but it also allows you to pay for a little bit extra stuff. And having it not be a part of the gameplay is a great thing that Fortnite did when introducing the Battle Pass method, at least the more common Battle Pass method, because this way, you know, other companies didn't get the same idea where like if you were to like encourage people to buy using this Battle Pass method and it improved the gameplay in some way, then you know it's ultimately over. You know, like that's absolutely terrible because then it's like a pay to play, and that's certainly not what you are supposed to do, especially in a multiplayer environment. It's just like kind of sounds like corruption almost, where you have to like people are paying to get up in the world a little bit. Like that's just I don't like that. Like you paying a little bit to be better than someone else. Like I think that's a really stingy way companies go about things, and like other companies have done in the past. But I'm glad Fortnite at least didn't do that. Only focusing on cosmetics and skins and stuff is fine, I think. But when you focus on the gameplay itself, when you're making a gun a certain price, or if you're making why is this guy going so slow? When you're making like a gun a certain price that's like better than the other ones, or like certain like quality of life things that make the gameplay even just a little bit better. It's like that's not cheating, but like it's unfair, because some people might not have the money, to afford such a change, in a way that benefits them, on only them, you know. So it's like, you know, that's how I think about it. But I do agree, like, I don't like how a lot of companies do the same thing and copied, you know, Fortnite in a sense with a lot of the stuff they did. But I only really like the ones that, you know, were able to put their own unique spin on it or didn't, you know, go too greedy. Like, guys, I think I said before, I really liked how, like, I play some mobile games here and there. So I really like Clash Royale, that deck building game that you play on your phone with friends. It's a quick game, it's fun. But they have a thing called Pass Royale, which is, it used to be it's like $5 a month, which is really expensive, but I had some leftover money I didn't need. That one's a little bit tough because it does kind of go against my original point. But as a mobile game, I don't really regard it as heavily as actual video games, especially a free one like that. I'm like, I can kind of assume it's going to be like that, which sucks, but as a mobile game, I consider it a little bit different than an actual, like, PC or console game. So that's why I'm like, okay, with that, I was like, okay, it's fine, whatever. But then they changed it like a month or two ago. So the Pass Royale now is not $5. It's now like $8 for the same thing you used to get, or like $14 a month. A month, by the way, for like the premium pass. And I'm like, what? So like, there's two different tiers now. So like, the thing you used to spend $5 for, not only is it more expensive, but you're getting less stuff. And then the premium thing is just like way more than what you were supposed to get with that. So it's like, you're not even getting the best stuff for more price. It's like, it's weird. So I was like really frustrated at that. But at that time, at least I was high enough in the game where I didn't need to worry about having it affect my gameplay that much. But for those who were playing in the past, I could totally understand why that's really frustrating, you know, like, hello, like, it's a little bit stingy, you know. It's like, I know it's a mobile game and all, but like, that's a little ridiculous. Sorry, I went the wrong way. A little bit stingy, you know. It's like really kind of frustrated me a little bit there, because like, I'm the leader of one of the clan, like a clan, and of, you know, all the members in there were like all upset. They're like, hey, you know, like, what the heck, you know, like, we had something good here, we had a good thing going, but you know, they just kind of, you know, blew it all up. So I wonder if they're gonna make any changes, because it seems like the subreddit is like really upset right now at that kind of stuff. But you know, I've talked a lot. Let me hear what you guys are talking about. I see some chat. I apologize, I'm behind. The campaign was practically finished too. The campaign was finished? Almost? Oh, that's not fair. They could have added that as like an extra, like even DLC. Like, I know it's not the greatest thing to say, but like, they could have added something extra. Come on. That's not fair at all. I'm really upset actually at that, knowing that it was almost finished and they didn't even... Sorry, that reminds me of something real quick. That reminds me of, have you guys ever played the original Battlefront 1 and 2, Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2 from like 2004 and 2005-ish? I'm a big fan of Star Wars, so I played the original ones a little bit late, but nevertheless, I really enjoyed those. And they had a Battlefront 3 that was in the making. I think they said it was like 90% done, but they scrapped it because Disney bought the rights to Lucasfilms and LucasArts and all of George Lucas's, you know, Star Wars stuff. And so they scrapped the idea, I think, because they had something else coming up in mind. I think it was that, or something else happened, and they ended up scrapping it. I don't know. I think it was because of... Sorry, I don't know if I could double check or anything, but oh, I don't remember. I don't remember if it was... let me see if I can look it up. I'll try to be quick. I don't know. Whatever. I guess I'm not gonna look it up right now, but it was unfortunate because it was like 90% done, but they just scrapped it. You know, I'm like, are you kidding me? They had a more mature game coming out as well. I forgot the name of it, but it was supposed to be like a more mature take on Star Wars, and it was supposed to be, I think, open world. It's supposed to come out in like early 2010s, and they scrapped it. I know Disney scrapped it because they didn't fit with like the values of Disney. It felt like a little bit too, it wasn't like family friendly, and I'm like, oh, that's not good. So that was upsetting. But it's like hearing about that, what you mentioned earlier there, Ninja. I'm all upset about that now. It's like to know that the campaign was like pretty close to being finished, and they just scrap it. Like, whatever. Like, come on, that's gotta be ridiculous. Imagine being a developer like that and be like, hey, all the work you spent working on that thing, no, we're just gonna get rid of it. It's like, are you kidding me? That's pretty frustrating, you know. So, yeah, that's really disappointing. I think that's I don't know how to explain it besides just really disappointed in that for sure. I can't tell much about the PlayStation Q, but from what I'm reading, it's more like Xbox's console streaming. On Xbox, you can stream games from your Xbox via the Xbox app on your phone or on PC. Okay. It's pretty smooth if you can do it while on the same network as your Xbox, but you can use it anywhere. I see. Yeah, I think that's been the main problem. Why is PlayStation making a whole device for it? You know, like it kind of like the expectations. I mean, like when I read it, I was excited because I remember a few of my friends had PSPs and PS Vitas, and they were all excited about this idea. And it's like, nope, that's not the case. You know, and it's like it says they didn't mention it would work outside of your house too. I think that'd be a big selling point if it could. Yeah, that would be nice. Because if it could be like a Switch, that'd be awesome. Obviously, I don't think so, but like, kind of like false excitement, false hope in a sense. I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for, but even says that PlayStation already has streaming from your console. Yeah, why would the Q exist then? I feel like that's a little extra, unless it's like a $50, you know, controller, $60, $70, $80, I don't know, but like, if you can make the price point make sense. But like, I don't think anybody would be paying $150 for that thing, you know. If you're that close of a price point, might as well save for a Switch, you know, or something else, you know, 2 PS5 games maybe, you know. I forget that the prices for games went up too. It's like $70 now instead of 60 for, you know, games. Like I think they even remastered a game that came out like in the 2010s, and it's like $70. It's like, are you kidding me? You know, like this stinks. I'm sorry, let me pause one more time. Alright, so I'm going to go back to my phone. I screenshotted a few messages that were sent earlier in the stream. I want to see if I can... So my first message I see is about... It was from Waffles talking about the, you know, seeing a doctor about my hesitancy towards pepperoni. There was somebody in the chat a long time ago, back when I was playing, I think it was Mario Galaxy or Mario Odyssey. I think it was Mario Odyssey, and they knew some culinary skills. I wish I remember the name, but they knew a lot of culinary skills, and they thought, oh, maybe I have an allergic reaction, maybe like something a little bit. Like a slight one that would be something that would kind of prove I have a bit of a issue towards spicy foods like pepperoni. I don't know if it was Weebish. I don't know. I feel like I would have remembered that if that was the case. I don't know though. You could be right. I don't know. But you know, I looked into it. I'm like, I don't think that's my thing. I don't think I have a allergic, you know, thing on pepperoni. But it's interesting you mentioned, like, you know, even if it was jokingly about a doctor thing, I'm like, oh, I did take a look anyways, because it is weird. Like, I'm the only one that thinks pepperoni's spicy for some reason. There was like a few people I got to talk about it, like a few other streamers I knew, but I think they might just be, you know, being nice to me maybe. I don't know, but it's like, I don't know. Because like everybody seems to like pepperoni. Like even if you're not the biggest fan of it, you can still like it's still like not spicy to you. It's like that's weird. So maybe I'm just built different, but I think my opinion stands. My opinion is always the best, of course. You know. And then you mentioned, oh yeah, Pop Rocks. If they're going to be, yeah, no, Pop Rocks. I love Pop Rocks. But you'd think, right? Because I don't like soda either. I don't like the bubbliness, so you might think I might not like Pop Rocks, but no, those are really good. Those are. My mom made this awesome Pop Rock popcorn a while ago. Usually for like those patriotic holidays, so you could put like red and blue Pop Rocks on like the white popcorn, so it kind of looks like the American flag in a sense, or the American colors. But they were so good. It was like like milk chocolate with like mixed in with the popcorn and the Pop Rocks. It was very tasty. You pop it in your mouth and it was like really fun, really tasty. And so like that reminds me a lot of Pop Rocks because it's like one of my favorite like snacks my mom used to make all the time. So that was always good. I was thinking of maybe playing it with you if you were having playing with people on a team. But I definitely don't want to play a whole stream's worth of games and feel like I have to be honest. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, so I had no idea you'd be interested in that kind of option, so that sounds good. I know Ninja mentioned before as well that he no, was it Ninja? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if it was Ninja or CGF, but somebody mentioned as well that they were interested in potentially playing Fortnite with me as well at some point. So if you all want to play with me, we can set up a time and we can do it on stream because I've always been like I tend to like to play single player, but I do enjoy my duos or trios as well. Or even I don't think I've played a whole squad version of Fortnite before. Both of you guys, okay, perfect because maybe we can get that set up at some point because Fortnite's a game where even though I might not win every single time or get close to winning every single time, it's a lot of fun. And I think it'd be a lot of it's something that I don't like. It's different than a lot of other games I've played that involve a little bit more skill and involve a little bit of stress. Like it's a game where I feel a little bit more casual with it, so it could be a lot of fun. Would you folks be interested in doing it in a voice call or just through like text chat and just kind of like as a group like that? Because I've never done it without like someone in a voice call, so I don't know if it could be a bit of a problem communication wise, or would you guys just want to like follow me? I have no idea what you'd want with that kind of idea because I'm a little bit new with that kind of thing. I'm new, but I'm willing to give it a try because I think it'd be a lot of fun. I've played single player a decent bit on Fortnite on stream because I want to improve my skills a bit because I feel like if I were to play with you guys, I don't want to be lacking behind a little bit. I want to be able to, show my worth, and so so when I get up there I won't be embarrassed, having to kind of, you guys help carry me, to the finish line. So I think I've been getting better at it though. I've been getting much better, I think. I love the DMR, I think, the sniper rifle that you can have multiple shots in. That thing is awesome, by the way. How close are we to we got 2 hours to go. Okay, I want to make sure I want to get back into the right lane here. Yeah, so that's just good to know that you guys are interested in that stuff because even if you don't want to play like the whole stream, which is totally understandable, maybe I can get a few folks. I know like CGF and Ninja, so you both were interested, so that'd be nice. Probably do a VC or something since chat communication. Yeah, it'd be a little bit tough, I think, if we didn't do VC. But even if one of us couldn't do it, I'm sure we could still organize it. We just need to make sure we have a time that we all can do it. And like, you guys are pretty reliable, I'd say, in terms of trying to I needed to ask you guys things or whatever. You guys are usually able to respond fairly quickly, I'd say. So that's nice. So if we need to like organize this kind of thing, it'd be a little easier contacting you guys because I'm kind of used to talking to you folks for a while now. I'm sure it'll be easier to manage this kind of operation. So let me write this down because I haven't done much of I do a lot of like Mario Kart stuff together as a group, but we haven't really done another community type of night for a while, so this would be nice. So I'll just put let's see here. Oops, I put G instead of C. CGF. I'm sure I'll know what that means later. Same, I would enjoy just going for kills or trying to anyway. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I'll be trying to. I don't know if I'll get there, but I'll try. I'll try to get some damage. I'll supply an assist or two maybe. If I'm gonna be honest, if I did it through voice call, I might be quiet. That's fine. Also, I can't guarantee I'll be there if you schedule a day for it because my internet can be wonky. Oh, that's true. I forgot the internet situation. Hopefully, if that's the case, then I can. Well, whatever happens, I'm sure we can always. I don't know about reschedule, but just add another day in the schedule at some point because I'll keep talking as we do it too. Because I know Fortnite's a good game where, unlike Mario Kart, if you don't have another player with you in a lobby that you make, you have to wait for them. So you're kind of reliant on at least one person to show up, which I'm always a little bit nervous about. I always hope people show up to my streams, but there's always a chance if I run a Mario Kart event and no one's there, I can't just chill in the lobby. I have to wait for someone to join me. So it's always a little bit nervous because someone might be able to watch but may not be able to play. So I'm looking around can someone help me join? Play with me. But luckily I think Ninja, you've came in clutch I've multiple amount of times.
Are you trying to isekai people as Truck Kun?
Yes. Well, I don't know. Maybe. Welcome to the stream, Blue. Oh, by the way, Blue, would you want to join us for some Fortnite? I know this is a little bit. I forgot to mention because I was thinking of viewers and stuff, and I'm like, hey, I could probably just incorporate you if you wanted to as well. We're thinking about in the future. Sure, perfect. Thanks for coming in, by the way. Oh, and can y'all wish Blue a happy birthday? I didn't mention it in the Discord, but I mentioned it in my IRL Discord. But Blue's birthday was on Tuesday. He's an old man now. He's 23, I believe. No, yeah, 23. Yes. But if you, I don't know. But it was a lot of fun. His birthday came about recently. 32. Yeah, okay. But it's so funny. We just had Ninja's birthday the other day. Now we've got Blue's that just came in. Anybody else have any secret birthdays to mention? But it'd be cool though, Blue. I know. So Ninja and obviously Waffles both have expressed interest in doing a Fortnite-related event together. And you're right, Ninja is turning 12 next year. He's really getting up there in age, for sure. I know CGF tends to enjoy Fortnite as well. I know she asked me a few times in the past, so I think it'd be nice to incorporate her if she can make it. But yeah, just wondering if that'd be possible. It'd be a lot of fun to have a whole group to play together or something. That'd be nice. And you're totally fine as well, Waffles, about being shy or whatever on VC. That's totally fine. It's totally up to you if you want to join us for VC or just hang out in the group. But yeah, I'd be more than happy to have you join with that. It'd be the first time you'd be on the stream now through the microphone. I think I've had Ninja on at least once or twice, I think. If not, I know in the after parties I used to host, after the stream's over and hang out on the Discord, we'd usually chat. I know Blue and CGF have been on this channel before, so it'd be kind of cool to make your debut, But whatever you feel comfortable with. If it's not on this Fortnite stream eventually, it could be the next one or whenever you want. Because I'll probably do more than just that upcoming stream. We'll just have to think of a day that would work for all of us. I think I've only been to after parties. Oh, okay. So we might be able to do. Make that reality soon in the actual stream. Alright, something just lagged a little bit there. I think we're good. Okay. Ooh. Some cop action. I also have to be careful. Yeah. No, that's the thing. It's I think most of us are just a little bit, I guess, we could be cringe or nervous or whatever, it's just a natural part of speaking, eventually break through the mold a little bit after a little bit of talking. But I think I've gotten to a point where I'm not so embarrassed anymore about I definitely try to be the best I can, but sometimes I try to be nervous. I tend to be maybe more nervous, but not embarrassed anymore. I kind of just take it as it is. All right, so I messed up saying this thing, or I messed up doing this one thing in public, whatever. No one really cares. I'm still nervous about stuff like that, like anticipation, but like embarrassment. I don't want to jinx it, but like I feel like I've grown a bit stronger with that. Like maybe it's just been through being like on Twitch and everything too, but like, you know, I'm not necessarily like, you know, I used to get a little bit nervous talking and stuff, but it's like, you know, I used to be like, oh, like, you know, worried about embarrassing myself. I mean, it's whatever, you know, I don't really, one of those things where I don't really feel like it's much of a problem anymore. Kind of like grew out of that worry about that stuff, you know. And then also, let me just double check. There's another thing. All right. Oh, it's interesting, actually, Waffles. You mentioned... So, actually, I'll read out for you guys now. You said there's a saying that I've had to tell... you've had to tell your mom this. Oh, okay. So, there's a saying that I've had to tell my mom. A bad driver never misses their turn. If you look at highway dash cam videos, you'll see a lot of people being stupid and trying to make a turn from the far left lane. I've seen that a few times. A good driver will just deal with missing their turn. You can always turn around. I don't want to say I'm a good driver. I think I'm still learning. I'm still, you know, getting there and everything. In this game, obviously, you've seen some mistakes, but, you know, different than in real life, obviously. But yeah, I definitely try to be safe with that kind of stuff because, you know, I'd rather miss a turn than risk injuring myself and others and causing damage with each other's cars just for the sake of trying to get to point A to point B. Like, I definitely don't want to miss a turn, obviously, and I sometimes struggle to try to get to where I need to go sometimes because I might like overestimate or underestimate like when the turn off would be. But like, you know, I guess it's a good trait of a, you know, safer driver, not having to. And I like the way you put it, too. That's a great example. I've seen so many videos where people tend to cut corners or try to turn, you know, last minute to get to where they need to be because they're like, oh, if I don't make it here, then, you know, I guess their mindset is that they can't, you know, if they can't miss the turn, it's over, you know, so they just, you know, gun it and, you know, they don't seem to worry about the safety of other people. So I think it's a good comparison and something that I feel like a lot of people should know because it is a little bit scary at times, you know, when you have to deal with those kind of, you know, drivers, you know, at points. So that's certainly, I like what you mentioned there. Boom. What was that? A wait station? Vehicle inspection. Okay. It's probably coming up soon. I see it. Let me in. Let me in. Now that's a bad driver. I just, you know, that's an example of a bad driver. I forced myself to get in here. But to be fair, I don't know when these wait stations are going to be. I hate when they announce them with like a minute to spare. Not even a minute. That took like 10 seconds. So anyways, let's see how much this weighs. Not in perfect technical state. Be careful next time. What is that supposed to mean? My vehicle weight? To be careful next time. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Am I not like... Usually it's like, oh, you're good. Have a good day. I don't understand. Be careful next time. I mean, I do have a lot in the back of this truck, but, you know, maybe that's why. I'm just not a traditional thing I'm driving around. I'll get in here. Oh, well. About 19 minutes till we're done with this drive. Very nice. So the only big problem was the first truck that I tried to drive around. I guess you damaged something. Ooh. That's a bit of an issue. Okay. I'm a little nervous now. Okay. Well, I'll have to check later then what I did wrong. That's interesting. Also, let me just double check. Your brain hurty. You must have been doing a lot of work, right? Earlier today you were working on that project. I was embarrassed of effortlessly. Yeah, yeah. Hey. All right, so that's good. I was worried I missed some other things. It looks like we're good there. And once again, I don't know if Jerry's still around, but thank you again for those gifted subs. I'm really happy about that because it's like it's very exciting now because both Ninja and Waffles don't have to worry about ads for the next month. It's really cool. And now, especially because I'm gonna incorporate more of these talking type of streams. I don't want people to have to like wait another like half a minute or two to deal with those ads all the time. Like that's so unfortunate. Once I become in a better financial state, I would like to be able to do that for a lot of viewers at some point. Like try to pay for their gifted subs at some point if that's possible. We made it to San Diego. That's awesome, actually. This is sick. So I hope I can pay it forward at some point in the future. Hey, buddy, move it. I say. Why is this guy moving? Thank you. Sorry. Anyways, back to the back to being nice. Yeah. Thank you so much again. It's very nice of you to do that kind of stuff. It was like out of the blue, but it was like very, very. It means a lot to me, and I'm sure the viewers as well. It's like that. That saves us a lot of time. Because the ads are so annoying. It's like we can never get like quality conversations in because it's always like Taco Bell wants to like slip in with their non-quesarito menu items because I don't know, they want to make some money, I guess, but whatever. Anytime Wild. Oh, that's great to hear. Thank you. I'm glad you were able to stick around. I appreciate you being here for this long. I want to make sure I express my gratitude again because it's just really nice. It was out of the blue, so it's just one of those things where it worked out very nicely, and it's exciting because it'll help make the next few streams much more enjoyable too because it helps me out a lot too, not having to worry about waiting for them to finish an ad or something. This has been great though. I'm glad that I'll keep going. Hopefully I can do a smaller truck delivery, but I want to do this a lot more. Like, it was so much fun being able to chat around with you guys. I don't know if this is something you'd want to watch. Oh, thank you so much, Blue. I still have some bits left. Oh, that's awesome stuff. Thank you, man. I appreciate that a ton. And to continue on with streaming and stuff, it's like I would love to do more, stuff like this. I hope it's like not too boring. Like, I'm glad I got so much community engagement today, like talking to you guys, because I always have a blast chatting. Like, I've realized it took me a little while. Like, if I were to explain behind the scenes of my mindset, like, I was a bit of a, I know it's only one stream, but I have a bit of like a, what's the word? Like a realization, I guess, where I'm like, well, I haven't had that much fun. I haven't had as much fun in the past few streams as I've wanted to. So I try to incorporate what I really enjoy, and then like, it's hard to explain because I've enjoyed the games. Just like, ooh, a truck dealer. Ooh, that's actually really cool. Anyways, sorry. I've been enjoying the games I've been playing, but just haven't really been enjoying my time on stream as much as I used to. So I'm like, oh, am I like falling off? Skill issue? Like, what's going on here? So I think it's just incorporating more chatting is like what I really like. I love talking. So if it's okay with you guys, I would love to continue doing more of this. I know my intentions in the future. Yeah, why is my Uber talking to me? Yeah, pretty much. I'm taking you guys all around to San Diego and stuff in this truck. But driver has no hands. Yeah, yeah, that's right. I have no hands or feet. That's actually really funny. And no passenger as well. It's just sad. Yeah, Spain, but without the S. Yeah. But thank you all very much for sticking around today. This has been really fun. And so my hope is I can do more of this. I'll try to do my research and find some fun conversation topics to come up with. Like, I got really lucky that PlayStation decided to drop that awesome, news about the Project Q. Like, that was really cool because I'm like, oh, this is great. Like, I can talk about this on stream. So I have a few other things I want to share, but I'll talk about more stuff today, but then maybe stuff in the next few streams too. And obviously I'll still do variety stuff, but I want to incorporate still like more. This will like me more the mainstay, like more of this stuff. and then like in terms of games, I really can I turn? Oh yeah, I can turn in here. Good. My hope is that I can do. I want to go back to playing Minecraft. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed Minecraft when I first played it, but I needed a break because I was having trouble trying to. I'm going to do long distance. Get a lot of money that way. I had a lot of trouble trying to like kind of find something new to do in there because I did the hardcore survival game mode and I was heavily invested, and then I would die, and it's like, oh, there goes my entire like efforts. So after 2 times in a row of that happening, I'm like, well, I need a break from this. I need to try something a little bit different later. And so luckily I found other things to play. So now I'm like back into it where I'm like, I want to play more Minecraft, but I don't want to be doing the same thing I did before. So I'll have to think of some other ideas coming up, but we'll have to see what that ends up being. And then, there's always a few other games I want to try out here and there. And then the things you guys have recommended as well. So there's always some other games I want to play moving forward. And Fortnite would be a lot of fun too. Trying to incorporate that with other folks would be a lot of fun. Here we go. So we're right here. Head over to Arizona. It'll be huge. Do I have enough gas? I'm running a little low. Where's the map? Let's see. The world map. I mean, we're in a town. I'm assuming there's going to be a gas station. We are right here. We just have to exit off. And there's the gas. Good. So what I'll do is I'll get the gas first. And then I'll come back here to get my other thing. So that should be good. Ooh. Wait, why is it still here? Once we get out of here. It's like very close. Okay. Wait, why is this telling me on job market? Oh, not quick jobs. Shoot. So does this game have the entirety of America in it? I wasn't sure what I was expecting when I first got this game, but like I was kind of hoping that it would have. So it really only shows like the West Coast and then a little bit of like the middle area. Like I guess Texas counts as well. I haven't tried these areas yet before, so I'm wondering if that's just gonna happen later. Imagine that if it was only Cali. That'd be so unfortunate. But yeah, I guess like, it doesn't even let me go anywhere closer to like New York or anything like that. It's too bad. But I guess as of right now, at least, it gives me like the West Coast, I guess. They add more via updates. Oh, that's good, because I'm like, I would like to travel more than just, here and there. And then, I'm sorry, I gotta go back to the world map again. Texas was an update. Oh, that's good. That's good. So yeah, I gotta take a left out of here then, it looks like. And get some gas. I guess, despite it all, like, making all the money in this game, that works out because I'll at least be able to, like, it makes up. It's only like a little dent in the money I make. So, actually, how much money do I have anyway? $91,000! That might be enough for a new truck soon. Yeah, I think 120 is, like, the price range where I got this. So, getting a new truck, I would say 150, 200,000 might be the next step. So, it's exciting stuff. I gotta keep going straight to get the gas. I mentioned the PlayStation AirPods, right? I think I mentioned that. That's another thing. Oh, I don't know if Sagatrio heard about that. Sagatrio, if you're still here, PlayStation came out with PlayStation AirPods. It's like the same announcement where they mentioned the PlayStation Project Q. It seems kind of cool. Like AirPods for the PlayStation that also has Bluetooth capabilities, so you could use it on the phone. If I had a PlayStation, I think that would be something I'd consider, because it's like you have the benefit of AirPods, but they work specifically for the PlayStation, which is pretty cool. However, we don't know the price range again. We don't know more about that. It was pretty basic. It was like right at the end. I was like, oh, okay, it's interesting too. So that's cool. I'm curious, folks, for the PC gamers. I don't think I'd like that system, to be honest. It's fair. yeah, you know, I don't. It's, you know, it's not everybody's thing, I guess. You know, it's Oh, I see. To bring back more PSPs, like your thing. I see. I see. I wasn't sure if you're like a big PS5 person, but you happen to, you know, like this handheld option. So yeah, that's unfortunate though. I grew up with a DS and a DSi and a 3DS. Not much 3DS. I kind of changed after that, but like, so I never had. It was like you either had the DS or you had like the PSP or the PS Vita. So it was one of those things where I never. It's like since I had the DS, I didn't have like the PlayStation products. So I never knew like the greatness of those kind of things, but I heard a lot about them, and they looked really slick. Like to be honest, like they looked really nice. you know, I almost felt kind of scared, you know, to hold one. I was able to try one of my friends out for a little bit with like the game console. I was like, seems a little bit too nice for me to hold on to. I'm like, are you sure? Like that's kind of funny. Where I love PlayStation. Oh, okay, okay. I see what you mean about that. Yeah, for sure. Okay. So I was a little confused there. I wasn't sure if you're like a big PlayStation person or if you just like the PS or the PSP or the PS Vita, those handheld options. I see what you mean. I see. Ow!
I love you, kitchen gun!
Thanks. You're luckily I wasn't doing anything really stressful here. That'd been so funny if I was like, you know, like really like getting close to like if I was, oh, see, if I almost had a car crash or something like that, it's like bang, oh, you know, then hit the car or something. I see what you mean there. Okay. And then I'll quickly turn. There we go. Oh. So, Waffles, am I a better driver than your Twitch buddy over there? Who hit that one family and got the police to find him as well? You can be honest. I still have some work to be done, but what do you think? Am I a better driver? How far do I have to go to get this other? We'll have to see, but the PS5 needs more exclusives. It's the biggest issue I have with the system. Yeah, like didn't they give it what? Like I think the Xbox did the same thing too, where they gave away a lot of their games to like the PC audience as well. So it's like not as easy to find exclusives anymore. Nope, not even close. Wow, you guys are mean. No, but I see. You know, I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys that I mean business, big business, by the way, too. Not small business, big business. As I get better at this stuff moving forward, but you know, it's a work in progress. So appreciate the honesty, but you will be honest to me. I'll give it about 2 months, and I will be the best driver you've ever seen in this game. I will be doing wheelies. I'll be doing drift. I'll drift with my trailer intact. I'll be doing 360 no scopes on the highway. I'll be doing all of the cool things kids do these days on American Truck Simulator, but I'll do it my way. And you guys will be like, "Oh, that mild guy, he's so cool. He's so good at driving in this American Truck Simulator game. Oh, he's the best." So, you know, just want to warn you guys what you're going to be dealing with coming up. So, take that. I always build lofty expectations, but, you know, for the good. It's a good challenge, you know. I don't see a light. I guess I just go straight. Hurry up, car. All right. There we go. And I just go straight, and there we go. They don't drink mild water while driving. They drink cold water. Well, I see that as a problem on their end, but you know, I'll have to have some choice words with them at some point. All right, job offers. Real quick though, I need to offer expires in 38 minutes. Oh shoot. Okay. Nah, I'll just take the job. All right, I was gonna get some water. I have a little bit left in the tank, so. Okay. Let's go this way. I'm like the only one in the truck area doing these late night gigs. I mean, you guys, you know, first impressions are a big indicator. By the way, first impressions are very tough. So the first impression you guys had of me was absolutely fumbling the bag with that really huge haul. This is only one trailer. Remember, we had like 3 in a row, so like this isn't gonna be too bad, hopefully. Xbox has no exclusives anymore, since it usually comes out at least on PC too. Yeah. So then who buys an Xbox Series X then? I assume it's a more affordable option than a PC, and if their friends are playing it, I can see it being a reason. But like, what's the selling point for an Xbox then at this point? Because I thought the exclusiveness was a good indicator. Like, you couldn't play Halo anywhere else but, that system. You couldn't play Forza anywhere else except for that system. A little confused now. I'm interested now what their mindset is on that. Wait, can I just go straight? Maybe not. It looks like they want me to go around. Oh, whatever. I'll just see how it goes. Oh, yeah, Game Pass. You're right. This is blocked off. That's weird. Can I? Alright, let's see if I can just... Alright, we're good. Actually, I'm just going to stay on this. I got to make the turn anyways. Game Pass is a PC thing too. Granted, the console library... Yeah. I heard the console is a better Game Pass, but the PC one is still pretty solid, so... Interesting, though, the comparisons with that. Yeah, if you just grew up with one too, that's fair. I remember my younger brother, he was in the same boat with all of us. We had like to choose like Xbox One or PS4 at the time because we had a Wii, so it was a pretty general like console that was nice. But and obviously, my favorite console ever, even though the Wii U is pretty much the same thing but better. I would say that we had to make our decision, and so it was kind of tough because at the time it was a pretty close race for what we wanted. But then, all of his friends were Xbox players, so we just went with Xbox, and I think we're pretty happy with it and everything. But like, interesting how I guess the PS4 was the better console, but but because people are so loyal with like the Xbox, it's like I can kind of see like his friends originally played on the Xbox 360, so that's why they went to the Xbox One. I'm like, that's fair. It's basically where I'm at. I don't think Xbox is any better than PlayStation is, just I've always had. Yeah. Same thing with like, it's a little bit different, I guess, but like for sports teams as well. Like I know I'm a fan of, the teams I like because, my father... I hit a car? Anyways, moving on. So anyways, ignoring the car crash earlier there, it's similar to like sports where like my father was a fan of like, the sports teams I like. So it kind of like passed down to generations. So I guess as generations of consoles move forward, people are going to want to stay loyal to that, brand. And I'm staying loyal to my teams, and hopefully my kids will like that, like the same teams and stuff, But it's like interesting how that works. Like, those around you kind of help influence which console you end up going with, and then being so comfortable you won't want to stick around and stay with that, So it's fair. I can't believe Nintendo made a system that rhymes with PU. I didn't even think about it like that. Yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. Vehicle inspection. Alright, I'll go that way. I hate the vehicle inspection stuff. It's so annoying. I have to go 15 miles an hour? No thanks. Non-perfect technical state. Be more careful next time. How do I make it perfect technical state? Let me see if there's an option to get rid of that. Not video saying, excuse me. Excuse me. Options. Oh, gotta go. Good night, Mild. Good night, Ninja. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate your time here as always. Have fun with whatever you're going to be doing, and I'll see you again soon. Whoa, you can't say that word right here. Oh, come on. I don't know how to get rid of that stupid thing. It's like, oh, be more careful next time. What? How do I fix that? How do I, like, not have my truck? Let me look this up. I don't want my truck to take damage. I just want to get to a place and get out. I don't want to fix my truck. That costs money. Let's see. The files? No, I don't know the files. Oh, settings. Player damage. Is that what it's called? Let's see. Maybe not in here. I don't see it. Oh, hold on. Oh, it's Euro. I want American. Have fun sleeping? Yeah. Thanks again for stopping in, though. I know you're probably gone by now, but it was a lot of fun, chatting with you for a long time today. Thank you again. Alright, I guess it can't be turned off. Repairs are not too expensive, so visiting a repair shop from time to time will not hurt the bank. Okay. I'll write that down on my notes, just like, fix truck at repair shop. Hopefully there's one nearby the town we drop this off at. I don't want to, extra work. Did the Celtics win today? Let's see. Hey, the Celtics win. They beat the Miami Heat. The Celtics are still alive. Oh, let's go. Oh, it's huge. Whoa, that's right, Blue. We did it. We're still alive. Oh, it's actually insane. Oh, it's huge. 110-97. Ooh. And to think the Celtics could have been done for, eliminated the season by, tonight, but no. Huge. Okay, sorry. Let me get back to the more important matters, Let me just double check. Okay, I got a few more things I want to share with you guys today. So, we'll keep going now, though. There we go. I want to make sure my lights are still working. Oh, so yeah, my truck needs some repairing. So by the time I get back, we'll have to hopefully get that fixed up. Yeah, so if you guys didn't know, Mortal Kombat 11 is like, I think it's like $5, I think, right now. It's really cheap. It's like 90% off. And there's also a deal we can get like another game with it, another fighting game for like really cheap. So it's like really cool. You get like I think it's a bundle. We can get like all the DLC and everything for like $10, I think. So it's a game that came out fairly recently. It was also on the Humble Bundle store for like, it was like a bundle. It was a game that was bundled in. It was another significant deal. So there was like a lot of cool things involved with Injustice 2. Thank you. So that was bundled in with the game in the first thing I was mentioning on Steam. On Steam, it's like there's a bundle with that for very cheap, like almost 90% off, I think. It's a great deal, and my question is, how can they be doing such a big deal like that? Meanwhile, if you look at Nintendo's store page, Splatoon 2 is the full price. Are you kidding me? Full price. Now I get it. Nintendo's very notorious for not like, discounting their games or anything. But considering the fact that Splatoon 3 is already out, Splatoon 2 is like old news. Like, come on, that's not fair. Like, I don't understand. Nintendo does this all the time. Like, I made sure to check. It's like I don't want to like say the wrong thing on here, but it's like, are you kidding me? Like, that's not fair at all. I get it though, in a sense. Like, maybe not. Well, not really. I was trying to like justify it, but not really. Nintendo's basically Activision, yeah. But I mean, Activision sometimes at least lets Call of Duty go on sale every once in a while. It's just like Nintendo. It's like no way, I'll sometimes see a deal for like 30% maybe, but like Splatoon 2. I mean, please, like no one's gonna play that game anymore. They got Splatoon 3. It's like why? I know Nintendo has like full ownership of these IPs, and it's like that. It's not gonna go anywhere, and they presumably work hard on these titles, but like gotta let the price go down a little bit, right? I mean, come on. They hate their fans. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Yeah. It's like a lot of the main companies these days seem to hate their fans. Blizzard doesn't want to focus on PvE because it involves work, and they don't want to work because they don't want to work for a living, I guess. Nintendo doesn't want to discount their games despite them being like decades old and having no way to feasibly get them. Activision's Activision. I don't even have to go in that one. It's like there's so many things. It's like why Bethesda doesn't want to make, a new games, and they had a terrible Fallout 76 startup. It's just like so many things that like a lot of problems with the gaming industry at this point, but stuff I'm like a little bit disappointed about. Oh, what's this? Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Let's see. Rye Guy Twitch _super is following. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. And if you ever want to pitch in to some of the conversations we got today, you're more than welcome to pitch in and jump in. I love hearing what people have to say. But thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that. Hopefully you're having a great day today. So thank you again for being here. Appreciate it. I don't know if you have a stake on this, but yeah, I'm just upset. It's like I'm happy Mortal Kombat 11 is like $5 right now. It's great, because I've never played a game in the Mortal Kombat series. It's a pretty solid game from what I've heard. I mean, like, it'd be a great thing to try out. I don't think I'm going to like it that much because I'm not the biggest fighting game player, but, like, it's a great deal, It's like, I don't have Splatoon 2. I don't have Splatoon. I've played it a little bit on the Wii U. I played it on the Wii U a while ago. I think I played with you, Blue, a while ago, like a few years ago. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. But, it's on the Wii U, and I'm not playing the Wii U that much right now. I've got a Switch. Even if the game was like, I don't even know, like $20, maybe I'd get it. But like, I mean, Splatoon 3 is already out, so I might as well just save up for that one, right? It just, it's hard for me to see why Nintendo doesn't want to discount their games, because I get it. Like, they've worked hard on these games, but like every company's worked hard on games, and even if they did a little more effort, it doesn't justify not giving out a discount here and there. Like, if I'm a new player wanting to try out a new IP like Splatoon, I want to get it a little bit of a discount, because what if I don't like it? What if I don't think it's for me? I remember one time I would try to refund a game I didn't like, and then Nintendo's policy was basically like, hey, you should have done your research. We don't do refunds. Like, hello? That's not fair. I'm not trying to be, like, too harsh on Nintendo. I like their games. They're great, company's fine, whatever, but, like, it's just things like this I'm not a big fan of. I don't know why they don't, make it a little easier for people to try an IP of theirs. It'd be nice to give that a chance. Can't even play Splatoon 1 anymore. It has a massive security issue. Oh, wow. I didn't even know that was a thing. That's really unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. That's not good. Yikes, that's actually really bad. I don't know why. It seems like a lot of older games are doing that now. Like, you remember you said the COD games are doing that now too. Like, some of the older multiplayer games, so just like you can't go on them because it's like a security risk. Like, that's so scary to me. Like, some poor kid's gonna want to play it because they've heard about the glory days of like Black Ops 2 and are gonna be like, oh, I got hacked or something. I don't know, something. It's like, that's really unfortunate. Like, if I didn't know, I mean, I wouldn't have played it probably at this point. But like, if I didn't know from you, it's like, I don't know if I would have known before it was too late. In the original version of Mario Kart 8 too, really? That's Yikes. At least Nintendo shut their servers down good. As opposed to, yeah. Activision just nothing? Bro. You might have mentioned that before that too, but it's just so shocking. Like, what? They just don't do anything? Like, that's so stupid. So, whatever. I guess Nintendo does at least... They do care about the safety and security of their players. I know, like, a lot of that fan base, are younger, so it's nice that they have... There's a few things they do for younger audiences, which is understandable. So I get that. But, bruh, it's like... it's one of the things I'm like... Bad taste in my mouth, And there was another thing I want to mention real quick. Yeah, have you guys played Omega Strikers before? That's a game that's been very popular recently. I got recommended that game a few times, and so I gave it a try on my own, and it's like kind of like League of Legends in a sense, where you have your buttons that are similar to that, but you're playing like a 2D soccer type of setting, like kind of like air hockey in a sense. And so, I don't know if you guys have played it before, but it's kind of interesting. I don't know how to feel about it yet, because I originally liked it. I played with my buddy, one of my good friends, a week or two ago. No, about a week ago, I'd say at this point. And it was really fun. I enjoyed it with him. I got some goals. I felt good. Like, the gameplay felt solid. I still don't have, like, a main. I don't have, like, a main character I really like yet, but they're all, like, really solid. I had a good time. But then I played with two of my other friends, and they were less higher up in skill at the time, and our matchmaking was just terrible. We had to play with these guys who were absolutely destroying us the entire game, and I was like, bro, this is not fair. This is not fun. But I think what happened was that it's just like, it's an early game, so obviously the matchmaking is going to have some trouble. But I definitely recommend the game. It's free. It's on Steam. I hope it goes on other platforms too. I don't know if it is on other platforms right now, but I hope it does enter those. It's a great game. I just think it needs a bit more time in the oven right now. Like, I think it's in beta still, if I'm not mistaken. But the matchmaking is a bit of an issue right now. Like, we got rolled, and it's like, I don't know how hard it was. Like, it's not like we had one good player and like two bad players. It's like we were all like the same rank. We barely played. So it's like we had to play against a guy who was absolutely destroying us. We knew he was like my brother was mentioning as well. He played, and he had a guy he bought this one character that took like days to unlock, and it's like, how in the world? Like, are you kidding me? Like, it's like a thing that kind of like tells you like, oh, like kind of a sign that it was a bit harder to deal with. So it's like because of a more difficult enemy that's like played longer than he has. It's like, yeah, kind of unfortunate, so I'm not too low on gas, but it's nice there's like a gas station right there. I wish that was more common, because I remember I was like out of gas earlier in the stream. Rockstar had a major security issue in GTA Online and PC. They didn't do anything about it. Sorry. They didn't do anything for weeks, if I remember correctly. Months, and there's still some issues. Jeez. It's like, I think companies should have an obligation to protect their players, right? I mean, if they're playing on these games, I think that companies should have an obligation to focus on security, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if that's a bold take or not, but I mean, if you want players to play on your games, you need to make sure, even if they're like way past. But even then, like, GTA 5's the newest GTA game, so, like, even though the game has been out for a decade now, it's still the newest game in that series, so, and it's still very popular. So it's like, I don't know why, I don't know if they're just actively not doing anything about it, or if they just don't know how to fix it, but they gotta be more drastic than months. I mean, that's pretty bad. I would understand a few days, maybe a week or two, maybe, but like months, come on. For a big money developer like that, you got to be a bit more, cautious and more careful for those who want to play your games. That's a big issue with security. That's something I haven't really heard, like I never really thought about for a while until it's been more prevalent recently, like you guys have been mentioning. Companies have stopped caring about those things unless it affects their profits, which is really, it's really sad. It's like there's got to be. I wonder if there's like, I don't think it could involve like laws and rules on that kind of stuff, but like I don't know, like that's really I mean, just a moral obligation, I think, would be fair. I know companies don't really care about morals, but like, it'd be nice to make sure that your player base isn't constantly getting, danger thrown out there in their way. I don't know. It's frustrating though. It's like I don't even play these games as much, but like I'm nervous. It's like sometimes I want to I want to download an old game of mine that I've enjoyed, and I want to, kind of enjoy the experience. And I don't keep up to date with some of the games that have been mentioned here about the security issues. So like I wouldn't have known. Like I don't think I'd ever go back to Mario Kart on the Wii U, but it's like even if I did, just to see how funny it would be to go back, it's like it'd be kind of scary if you got security problems going on. It's like I don't know. It's really unfortunate. Rockstar's been awful for a while now. I remember hearing ex-employees say the atmosphere of their dev office is more like a fraternity. That's gross. That's another thing too. It's like, it seems, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a good game developer company that hasn't been in hot water recently. I don't want to be so negative. I'm sorry. There's a lot of good companies out there. There's a lot of good that's going on in video games. I mean, heck. I love Twitch, and they've been doing, playing games on here has been a real treat, and, I've really enjoyed my time on here, but, I do think it's important to talk about some of the negatives like this too. I know Blizzard had some issues with, problems with many of their female employees being treated very poorly, and I know I've heard a lot of problems now, like you said, with Rockstar. That's really unfortunate. Seems like a lot of companies doing that. Like, it's really, it's like I hope in 10 years or so things start to be a little more, like, good values and, good morals are more of a commonplace. I don't think it's going to happen, but, like, hopefully there's more of a standard of, like I said, expectation of, like, realistic, good working environments in, like, 10 years from now. We'll have to see. Yeah. That's another thing. Why? It's not hard to be a good person, It's like I feel like it should come naturally, Like, by the way, that was a stop. By the way, I totally didn't just do a moving stop. I feel like it should come naturally, I mean, if not, I'm sure, the right people can help. It's. I find that frustrating too. Like even a lot of like. It seems like there's a lot of like popular figures nowadays who are in trouble for bad things, like celebrities and YouTubers and streamers, but also developers and games and whatnot. Like a lot of entertainment seems to be a lot of problems in it, but I'm sure it involves a lot of other industries as well. But like, I don't know what causes people to be in such a terrible mindset. I don't know if it's involving like greed or trying to be like the competitive atmosphere of some of these areas. I don't know, but I don't know why it's so hard to be a good person. Like you're mentioning there, Waffles. Like, I don't. You worded it very nicely there. It's like exactly what I'm trying to say here. It's like why, like, emphasizing that mindset. I don't know how it's so hard for people. Interesting dip in the road there. It's interesting. Yeah, and that's the thing as well. Like, when you think of the word corporate, I don't know what you think of, but sometimes I think of negative connotations because of the atmosphere it provides not being a very warm and welcoming area. And I know it doesn't have to be, but like at least be professional. Like that's really weird to me. So that's too bad though. And I'm changing the subject a little bit here, but I guess in terms of gaming, I don't know if I mentioned to you guys before or recently, but I used to love playing CS:GO. I think it was like maybe a month ago at this point. I played CS:GO a ton. I used to play I say a ton, but like for me, a ton is like maybe 3 hours every other day or so. But like it was a decent bit of time. I spent a lot of my time playing CS:GO. I'll just move out of the way for them. I used to play CS:GO a decent bit. It was like one of my more casual games I'd play a lot of. I say casual, but I don't really focus too much on it. But I used to love getting drops in that game, and I used to love playing the game. It's a lot. It was like something that was like I picked it up as like a nice pastime, but it's kind of fallen out of interest for me recently. I know Counter-Strike 2 is coming out, or CS2 I think is the way it's going to be referred to. I'm very curious about how that's going to go, but I'm a little bit worried. Like, you know, I'm a little surprised that people are still playing the game. I'm going to try to cut in here. Sorry, car. I gotta make the turn. I'm a little. I mean, if CS2 wasn't a thing, I'd be a little bit worried as to like how the game was gonna continue. Cause like I had a good time when I played it, but I've really lost interest recently because there isn't anything really new about it. So, which is really sad because I really like the game. But I just don't feel like there's anything added to it. Isn't it like a very popular game too? Like I don't know why. Oh, I'm so sorry, car. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you there. Go ahead. You gonna move? I want to hit you again. All right. Hey, buddy. I'm just gonna go. Oh, oh, oh. Hey, buddy, just back up for me, please. Oh, I'm so bad. I'm so bad. Can you move your car? Oh my gosh, I'm so... I think I'm close to the end too here, right? Yeah, there's the end. There's the end right there. Oh my gosh. I guess someone must have, maybe as Counter-Strike developer might have overheard that and wished the worst on me there. That was I fumbled the bag. I was at the very end. I did a little extra... What, the $1,800 fine I just had for the two accidents. That was not good. But hey, we've made it to the end. So we'll see how much that takes out of my bill. We'll see though. Well, besides that, I did a good job, you know, despite the fact that I absolutely decked the first car, and then, whatever. Anyways, what I was trying to say about Counter-Strike is just like I wish they had more content because I got kind of bored kind of fast, and I played the game a lot, like, but I don't know, I was a little bit disappointed. I know I don't want to expect too much of a game that's like that old, but because of how popular it is, I was a little bit surprised as to why they haven't really been adding too much. I know, right? They're probably right down the street, like, oh, look at that loon, you know. Oh, he's the one we hired. Oh, okay. It did say excellent on the top, so hey, who knows, you know. That's really funny though. Let's see. Alright, so I'm not sure what to do right now. Because I'm getting a little bit tired, but I'm having so much fun today that I don't know what to do. Because I am going to be live tomorrow at the same time we were at today. But, like, I don't know if I should stream to, like, another... Should I do another delivery? Oh, you know what? Hold on. Hold that thought. Let me go to the world map. I'm going to get my truck repaired. So I'm going to go find a repair shop. That will take me some time, I think. Unless it's like right down the street. Let's see what the legend looked like. Service. I see. It's like a little wrench. Oh, it's right there. Okay, so it's not too far away. Whatever. We will drive over there. I guess if you want to, if you have any questions, or not questions, recommendations on what I should do, let me know, because I want to keep. I know it's like my personal decision, but like that's my mindset at least. Is that like I'm really having a lot of fun, but I'm a little tired, but like enough where I think I could do a little bit more. But I don't want to like overdo it because tomorrow I'm probably going to do the same exact thing as tonight. So like I'm curious what you guys think I should do in this situation. We'll see. But if you have any like recommendations or what you think, like if you're going to bed soon, then like maybe I'll end it. But if you are up for a little bit more, I could probably do a little bit more. Or I don't know. What do you think? I'm at the mercy of the viewers, you know. Alright, let's get out of here and hopefully not cause another accident. Alright. Oh, oh, oh! Almost hit the gate. Oh, shoot. Oh my gosh, the car just went by me! You say drink cold water? Well, I say your opinion doesn't matter because cold water is bad. Remember, folks, mild water, the best water. Room temperature water is what I say. Hey! I shouldn't have said it that way. Otherwise, I'm doomed for a terrible result. At least with whatever Waffles has to say, you know. But you have to get up early. Tomorrow, I don't, luckily enough. Luckily, I don't have to go tomorrow. So that's good. Might get off since I have to get on a Zoom in about... Oh, I see. 12 hours. Alright. Is this the service section? No, the service section's over there. I see. I say if you can stay up for a little more, do it. Okay, okay. YOLO. You gotta go as well? Okay. Alright, I'll meet in the middle. I'll do a smaller truck load. That way I can still talk a bit more with chat. But then you folks who are going to be leaving won't miss out too much. So, and then I'll be able to go to bed a little bit, you know, a little while. Once I actually start to feel a bit more tired. So, that sounds good. So have a good night then, Blue and Waffles. I hope I can see you all again at some point soon. It's been so much fun talking to you all again. So much fun today. I've had so much fun talking and chatting it up with you folks. Just have a good night. Make sure to drink plenty of mild water, and hope to see you two again soon at some point. Maintenance and repairs. A great driver always keeps their vehicle in top condition. Ooh, you can tune your truck. Ooh, I didn't know you could do that. Gamer, might need to try out this game since I have it. Yeah, go for it. It's like the best game to play when you're watching anime on the side. If you have a second monitor, yeah, I would love to, you know, recommend that. Just putting it on the other monitor as you play American Truck Simulator, or like watching YouTube videos or a podcast or listening to music or chatting it up with I guess viewers in my case, but with friends or whatever as well on Discord. It's like I totally recommend it. So the damage report. So basically the engine's fine, the transmission's okay, chassis is a little bit hurt, cabin's fine, the wheels need some work. I've repaired it all. It's really expensive though. Even though it was like 1% on the engine, it was still pretty expensive on the other areas as well. So it's a little bit interesting. I don't side monitor my anime. That's a crime. Alright, fine. You're also the kind of person who would be watching stuff subbed, so I can totally see why it would be hard to focus on that kind of stuff. I never really thought about it like that, actually. Let me just see what I can do here to tune the vehicle. Loading Steam inventory items. Cancel. High-rise sleeper. Installing this may revert some connected parts and accessories to their defaults. I don't really have anything. That's kind of cool. I can, like, upgrade. I don't know how much it would do, though. Let's see. I can search, but I think I'm fine. I'm fine. If anything, I might even just upgrade the whole thing later. Wait, what is this? Toggle lights. I would love to upgrade the lights if that's possible. Let's see. Transmission. Interior. Oh, the interior can be nice. Paint job. Accessories. What's this going to look like? A little wood grain trim. Alright. It would look nicer having wood in here, but not enough to constitute $20,000. That's fair. Yeah, just YouTube. That's fair. But yes, have a good night. Different color scheme. Ooh. I kind of like the black, though. I don't know if I want to change it up a little bit. If you folks have a recommendation, I'm all ears, but I think I'm cool with just the black look. Oh my goodness. You can change custom colors. Blue metallic, red metallic. Ooh. A selection of options. Alright. I gotta get out of here before Thing is, I don't really know what half this stuff really does. Oh, does this change that? No, I don't think it does. I don't think I bought anything, which is good. I thought I accidentally, paid for something I didn't want to. All right, how do we get out of here? Let's see. I will back out this way. I know I mentioned it before. I'm so happy because I was like nervous going into the stream today because I felt like I was changing up the platform a little bit, and I didn't want to like, what's the word, like rock the boat too much. I didn't want to like change it too much to what I'm, to what you guys are all used to. But I think this is just so much more fun for me because I love the chat. As you can tell, I've been chatting a lot today. But like, I always like to talk to you guys as well. So it's just something I find really enjoyable and something that I'm just glad it worked out today because I wasn't sure if I'd like have enough things to talk about or if I'd get bored or if no one would come in. I don't really know, but so far today's been so much fun. I cannot wait for tomorrow as well. My only worry is that I'm gonna like overburn myself. I get burnt out, which I don't think will be the case, but who knows? We'll see. I'm gonna let me keep going this way. I'm gonna do like one of these. Let's see. This is a 6-hour drive, not too bad. That's okay. How about they're not close enough to where I need to be. Perfect. I am going to be shipping yogurt from Phoenix, Arizona to Sierra Vista, Arizona. $6,000, 3 hours. Not too bad. In the game time, not actually my time. Alright, so I have a little bit of gas. Where is the gas station? The nearest gas station. Let's go world map. Here we go, gas station. Oh, it's on the way. Perfect. Let's get going. Following to view job offer. Wait a minute, hold on one second. There's a job offer right here. That is certainly not... That's expensive. I can't do that right now. It's nicer than offer it, though. I think I'm going left. I can't actually tell. Alright, then we're good. I say this is a good practice, too, for the real life on the road. I know it's not exactly the same thing, but, like, it makes me feel a lot better about my judgment skills on, like, certain areas of my, of driving. Especially in the city like this, where it's like, how am I supposed to know, like, where to turn into or something, It's like, I gotta be more mindful. Or, like, looking at the GPS. It's, like, small things, but I'm feeling a little more comfortable with it now. Oh boy. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna head over to the gas station. Oh, look at all the people. I didn't know there's actually people in this game. I mean, I knew there's like a NPC or two, but like not this many. That's cool. I like that a lot. All right. Real quick, let me think of. Let's see. All right. So a little bit of a quick thing I want to share. Do you guys tend to forget like your other consoles at times? I feel really bad. I love my Switch. I love it a lot. I love playing games on there. Some of my favorite games of all time are on that thing. But like I tend to forget sometimes I have a Switch. Like I enjoy playing on the PC a lot. There's a few other things there's a lot of games recently I've really been enjoying, but I just feel bad because like sometimes I'm bored and I'm like, oh, okay, let me see what I can find online or let me watch a show or something. But it's like I'll forget I have a Switch like right next to me, and it's like, albeit I don't have it in the right in a good spot. Like it's kind of hiding, but like I feel like it's the same thing with a few other consoles as well. But like mainly the Switch because it's like my newest console I own, and I've got a lot of new games for it. But it's like I've played a lot of it anyways. So it's like I've made my money's worth of it, and I'm really enjoying it still. But like I just feel bad because it's like one of those things where I don't tend to remember sometimes that I like that a lot of that fun potential is like right there, and I'm like I forget about it sometimes. I don't think there's a game right on there that I'm like set to play like right now, but like there's a few games, like a few months ago I played a game called Spiritfarer. It's a lot of fun. You're this lady who owns a boat and has to kind of gather the spirits who are ready to move on to the next life on this boat, kind of give them like their final like wishes, and then let them be on their way. And it's a very nice game. I really love it, and I played it on stream for a few weeks, but I haven't gotten really back to it that much recently. But it's a really fun game. I really enjoy it, but it's like I forget about it sometimes. Like it's on my Switch, and I just don't. I don't remember it sometimes. Like I know it's there, but for some reason I just tend to forget that it's like something I can just play and do. It's a pretty chill game too, but I think it involves a little bit more focus than So I can't really watch a show while playing it, but still, it's like like Mario Kart. I know it's a very chill game I like to play, but sometimes I forget like all the maps that are on there. I sometimes forget like I have DLC maps I can play now and I can try out. So it's always fun to play those, but I don't know. I want to get back into Animal Crossing at some point soon. It's been one of my favorite games I've kind of found recently. Like I say recently, but like last year I was a big fan of the game. Like I first got into the game last year in the summer, and it like took me on a bit of an adventure. It was like something I always play. I always check my town every single day. I was always surprised when people said that they used to play it but don't play it anymore. I'm like, what are you talking about? There's so much stuff to play. There's so much stuff to enjoy. All this content is enjoyable and like all for you to play. And they're like, yeah, but like like I think they just kind of did everything they wanted to do on there. And it's like I never really felt that way until it finally happened to me. And I was like, well, I haven't been on in a few days. I'll come back tomorrow. I got some other things I want to do right now, because it's like I beat the main game. And I bought the DLC. I played a little bit of that, and then it's like, okay, I'll come back to it later. Because I didn't really have anything like super significant I wanted to work on at that time. But like, I don't know. I guess the phase just kind of like stopped for me at that point. But I still have fond memories, and I still want to play it some more. It's just like, I'm a little bit busy at this point to really sit down and play that kind of a game. But even just spending like an hour or two in the game every like other day or so, every week maybe, like that should be enough to keep everything occupied in there. I'm also low-key a little bit nervous though, because like I don't want my animal residents to be mad at me. Like, hey, I haven't seen you in like half a year, man. Where you been? The whole town needs you. You're like the town mayor and celebrity and like part owner and founder. It's like I'm like the guy of the many hats. I have like a lot of responsibilities on the island, and I haven't been there in like half a year, and they know this stuff. My clock on my Switch is still set to Tokyo time, because that was the time I'd stream would be like daytime for them, so it was like a little bit better for me to handle. But it was like I don't know, it's so funny to me that how things went. And I'll turn in here. I feel like I so much missed potential when I'm like driving around the town here. Like I don't have anything strapped onto the truck, so it's like I don't have any money I'm making. I'm just like heading to my destination. It's like going to work. Like I'm not being paid to drive to work, but I am like spending my valuable time getting there and back. It's like I don't make money just driving there, but it's, I don't know. Ooh. We could think about this. We could go into, I don't think we've ever been in New Mexico yet in this game. We could kind of like drive into it a little bit and then get back to Clifton, wherever this is, in Arizona. That's Dry Milk. Dry Milk? Ew! What's Dry Milk? There's yogurt, which is like a different dairy product, and this is cheese, another dairy product. I see. It's cheaper to get. Why is yogurt so expensive? Oh, I see. It's like it's a bigger. That's fine. I'll take the job. Trailer's ready. Proceed to loading area. Oh, it's down here. Okay. Cool. I will turn in over here. Oh, there's a guy on the hay. That's interesting. Kind of looks like Andrew Tate a little bit. Look at him. Looks like his career never went back to relevancy, I guess, in this. It's kind of funny. Anyways, let's keep going. Beep, beep. I see the other options I could have had. Ooh! Alright. Straighten it out a little bit here. Yep, there we go. Oh, I'm so dumb. I'm trying to do this like all backwards. There we go. Hello. Alright, hold on. I got this, hold on. I'm getting there. That close enough? Okay, good. I was gonna say, why is it so hard? I'm having trouble with it. Alright. Oh, I forgot to mention this earlier. I'll mention it again tomorrow, but I want to thank you all very much for yesterday, I think it was. Yeah, yesterday. I was live with my good buddy of mine. His username is movable cash. Very goofy name, I know, but yeah, movable cash. I was on his channel yesterday. He's a good friend of mine, IRL friend, and he wanted to get into streaming. He streamed like once or twice I think it was last year or the year before. I think it was 2 years ago at this point. So he hasn't streamed for a long time, and he was really new when he first started. So I think he wanted, a little fresh start. Yesterday was a lot of fun. We had some ideas of like what we wanted to do together. I think it's gonna be nice. I'll try to join a few more times, and then I'm excited to see how he does on his own. But it's really cool to finally have another person I know who is streaming. And he had such a good time last night. It was really fun. I feel like it was 2 days ago, but no, I think it was yesterday. But it was so much fun. He really enjoyed it, and I also enjoyed it. It's weird as a co-host. It's I didn't have to really speak as much as I normally do, which is fine because he was able to kind of carry the conversations, which is really cool. Normally when I watch smaller streamers, not to say I'm a big streamer or anything. I'm a really small streamer myself, but those who are really first starting out. Normally streamers aren't really that talkative in the beginning, or they're not too comfortable behind the mic. But he felt like it was very genuine, very he felt very comfortable, I guess, which is really cool. I was like, oh wow, this is very it felt very I felt like he's done this before, which is it's not. He technically has streamed twice before, but not like this, I guess, and so I really appreciate you guys jumping in because it was really nice to find to have a bit of an audience for him to talk with, and it seems you all really enjoyed the conversation. Come on, hurry up. There's a lot of great conversations that were had, and it was a lot of fun. We played Overwatch 2, and it was a lot of fun. We got, we started at first, we had 4 losses. I'm like, oh, that's great. 4 losses to start off the game. But then we won 6, and then that was the stream, because, it was 2.5 hours, I think. 10 games, it's a pretty long time. I was starting to get a little tired at the end, so it was perfect the way we wrapped it up. It was really exciting. It was a really good stream, and I was very happy, because it's he had fun, I had fun, the chat had fun. It was a perfect amount of time. The goal was pretty much to get feet wet streaming, have some fun. And in terms of growth, he got a few followers with that too, which is really exciting, so it was really cool to see the growth there was really exciting. So I'm very happy. In more than just the metrics, the growth was there, and experience wise and skills learned, or developed more. It was a lot of things, and then of course the metrics too. It was really cool to see all that stuff happen. So very good stuff for sure. So that was nice. And then in case anybody left from earlier today, I'll try to mention it a little bit more tomorrow. Maybe not as much as I said today, but try to briefly mention it for a little bit. So that's nice. I'm looking over, if I'm off the track here a little bit, that's because I'm looking at my left monitor to see my notes. I'm trying to think of a good way to make my notes flow a bit better, because it's hard for me to read and see. It's a little far away, but it's not too far, so I'll have to see what I can do. Luckily, there's not too much traffic in the road, so I can pretty much manage for now. Once we get past this turn, I'll look and see. Alright. Oh, there's stuff I should have mentioned earlier in this. Alright, I'll mention it tomorrow. A few things I forgot to mention. Hold on one sec. Sorry. I'm just gonna move my. There we go. I'll move it over here a little bit. Okay. All right. So, I don't know how many people here are like a big fan of AI technology, but there's a lot of cool like tools I've started to use recently. And I'm not a big tech person, so I didn't really get into like the AI stuff. When it first came out, but I'm so like excited. This is so cool. I'm a little bit nervous about how far AI can go, but it was really cool today. I guess this week, because I learned about this new AI technology that I didn't know about before. And before I mention that, I will say my only other experience with AI was through ChatGPT. This was back in like maybe a month or two ago. I think it was like 2 months ago. I think I first had my first experience with ChatGPT, and it was really cool because for homework. Now, hear me out. For homework, I didn't ask it questions related to the homework. I asked it like questions related to the concepts. I took a class I took a class in the spring semester of college here. I just wrapped up, and it was the worst semester I've ever had. Now, in terms of like grades and stuff, I think I did fine, but like it was so stressful, so much work, and even some of the professors were really bad. Now, most were fine, but like I had a few that were like, when you have a bad professor, it can be a really terrible experience, and that's exactly what happened for 2 of my classes, and I'm like, ugh. So one of the classes, it was also just a very tough class in general. So what I did was the professor did not do a good job lecturing, and he does lectures all the time. That's all he does is just talk. Kind of like what I'm doing, but he gets paid for it. So it's like, it's tough enough to deal with lectures because, not all lectures are very fun to listen to, but it's even worse when it's someone that's not too fun, like someone who doesn't make it entertaining. What is this? A detour? I was just gonna Alright, it's fine. At least we can go along this way. Red light! Pause thing! Oh my gosh. Okay. Back it up a little bit. Oh my goodness. That was so scary. I didn't realize there was a red light there. That was... Okay. Anyways, moving on. Hold on one second. Oh, okay. I thought I was going to get ticketed for a red light there. But if so, I would have just kept going. But whatever. We did it. We're fine. Anyways. So... yeah, the concepts were hard to learn, and I get that's probably why it was hard for the professor to like teach us effectively. But like the entire class was having trouble with this, so I decided, I'm like, all right, let me go home, let me whip up ChatGPT, let me first learn how to use it, and then let me try to see if I can apply it to like school. So what I did was I warmed up a little bit with some questions, I asked like some sports questions because I love sports, and some video game questions, and it brought me some like stuff like that. Then I'm like, all right, let's see. How about I ask it a question about like school, like a term in class. So I asked it a term, and it was really cool. Like, he explained like in definition, like the term and like how it's applied and a good example of it. I'm like, this is really cool. But then I'm like, okay, I'm still a little bit confused. So I asked it. I'm like, hey, can you explain this term as if I was like a 5-year-old? And it was like, sure thing. It's like, say you have like toys you need to put in the toy box, but you are each toy is a different size. You need to this term applies to this because it helps you find the most efficient way to put all the toys in the toy box while having the most room left in the box. And I'm like, that's so cool. Like, even now, it's like I know the term because of that definition. And even though I said, explain like I'm a 5-year-old, it helped me, so I'll take it. And it was cool because now I can see how it's applied to the real world. I'm trying not to say the exact term because like it could give away what class I took, and I don't want to like. I'm sure nothing's gonna happen. I just don't want to like say anything mean about, like, I don't want to like put like any names out there or anything, so that's why I'm like being very, trying to be careful with what I'm trying to say. But that's just really cool. I was like, this is awesome. And it was like, so I used it with a few other like terms I didn't know, and like for Microsoft Excel, same thing. It was just really cool to know this stuff. So that's how I learned ChatGPT, and then I learned how I can apply it to like other assets of life, which is really cool. So I definitely recommend that. Obviously, if you haven't heard it like 100 times already, like ChatGPT is very helpful. I mean, no, I'm not saying anything new there, but like it's really cool that it's a thing. My other thing I wanted to share was so the actual thing I wanted to share. So just the other day, I was given an article by a colleague of mine in my internship I'm in right now, and she told me, "Oh, take a look. This is very interesting stuff." I'm like, "Okay, let me take a look." So it mentioned a few things like I already knew about. Like it's called Mid Journey, I think it's called. You can ask it to create like artwork of something, and it'll give it to you. It's kind of cool. Like it had like one of the examples in the article was like the Terminator, running for president. I'm like, that's kind of funny. That's pretty cool. So that was cool. But like the one thing I want to share with you guys right now, I'm sorry, I kind of took me a while to get to this point, but so the AI technology I want to share is called Wise One. Wise One AI. It's an extension on Google. It's really cool. It's just the word wise and the word one combined. So that's, if you need to look it up, that's it. That's what it is. And basically what it does is it summarizes all of the articles you need to know. It has to be in English, and it's a certain amount of articles because the software is still pretty new. But it was really, really cool. It was an assignment I was doing on my own. I wanted to find some articles online that I thought would be pretty interesting to use for further research on a project of mine. Not anything like academic or anything, but like just my own interests. And so I was like, okay, let me look it up for a personal project of mine. And it was just really cool because instead of reading this huge long, like I've had some issues with articles I've been reading in the past where like I'll ask, like I'll look up a question or something I want to learn more about in on Google, and it'll give me an article and everything, but like the article is like way too specific, I guess, if I'm trying to say, or general. It's I'm sorry, I'm trying to think of the way I'm trying to word it. Let's just say there's a lot of it gives way too much, I guess I'm trying to say. Like for example, if I wanted to ask, like if I'm reading an article about Twitch, I want to know about like Twitch's like future with ads, like ads on the platform. I'm gonna get an article usually that says like the first thing is like Twitch is a streaming service, streaming software where video people who are interested in video games use it to stream. They do this and that. The history of it is this. This is the owner, the founder, blah blah. These are some prominent people, blah blah blah. So I'll get like to the very end of the article, and then it's like, now how does this apply to like ads? And I'm like, okay, finally, finally. But it's like way too long. So this software, this AI software I found, it summarizes the entire article for you. So it gives you like a few bullet points. Oh, slow down! Oh my gosh, it was so close. Sorry. So it summarized the entire article for me. It was really cool. But then it also gave me like bullet points of some interesting information. I'm like, this is great. Because I am trying to learn. I just want to learn a bit more effectively, like make it more efficient for my time and, whatever. So it was really nice the way he did it. And then there's another button you can click on the extension that tells you, like it asks, like, what you want to know. So I can look up, I can like type in, like for example, like, what's the future of Twitch's ad? Like what's like the future for Twitch and their ad integration? I can look that up on the search bar, and it will like find the most relevant things to what I'm looking for, and it'll like show me that in the article and like through a summarized version of itself. I'm like, this is so cool. I'm like, okay, I just asked it questions about the article and it just told me like where to find it in the article. I'm like, this is great. Now, I'm not saying you should use it for school for like academic purposes, like as like homework assignments and stuff, but like I will say, I think it is something very helpful for a lot of aspects of life. I mean, we're all probably going to be reading articles in the future, so I think it's best to find the more efficient way to read them. And I wish I knew this a bit earlier, but like it's so cool that it's now here. I'm gonna have a lot more fun reading articles because I'll know exactly what I want to get to, what I want to read. They market themselves as like Chat GPT for articles. I'm like, that's pretty cool. That's pretty nice because Chat GPT is a little bit limited, but like for someone like me, this is perfect. So I wanted to share that with you guys because I thought it was a very interesting tool that I learned, and I don't know, I just thought it was pretty interesting to share. As we are wrapping up today's shipment, I think I gotta go over here, and I'm in here. Okay, wait for these guys to get going, and we out. There we go. Perfect. Wonderful. There we go. Sweet. No accidents, I don't think. I got scared like twice or whatever trying to get the stupid yogurt going. I almost had like a stupid red light issue a few times. But hey, we did it. I'm a rating 5.0 in this game. I have $100,000 to my name now in this game. That was awesome. That was so much fun. Alright, let me just write down a little note of mine. Oh man, that was so much fun. Now I'm pretty tired. I just spoke my mouth off for a little while there, but that was so much fun. I really enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching, folks. Let me think of before I let you guys go. Let me quickly let me actually see what the stream looks like right now. Okay, I just think it's so cool. I've made some changes to the stream and everything, so it definitely is looking a little bit different than it has in the past, but just cool to see how everything looks like this. That's awesome stuff. And I really appreciate you guys sticking around. Once again, let me see if I can find... Oh, where is it? Ah, there we go. Okay, so once again, I want to thank Rye Guy Twitch Super for following earlier today, about almost an hour ago. Wow, okay. Time flies by pretty fast. But thank you again if you're still here. I don't know if you are or not, but thank you again for following. I really appreciate that. And then I want to thank you all very much for hanging out with me today. Waffles, Blue Mouse, Zaga Trio, Jerry was here as well. I want to think of a Ninja was here. I'm trying to think of anyone else that was here as well. But thank you all very much. That was so much fun. But I got to catch the stream for a while. Hopefully I can watch tomorrow too. That'd be great. I'd love to have you back. Thank you so much again, Zaga Trio. Such a great time to have you here. I'm so glad that you were able to stop by, and I'm glad that I was able to provide a decent stream. This is probably one of my favorite streams I've had in such a long time. So I'm so excited. So I'll be back again tomorrow. I'll try to have some more fun topics to discuss. I pretty much went through a lot of things already, but I'm going to see what I have left over for tomorrow, and then I'll try to look up some cool things to share for tomorrow, and we'll see how it goes. I'm so proud of myself too. I know I don't want to brag or anything, but I made it to 4 hours on stream. I haven't been able to make it to 4 hours on stream in a long time. Normally I get to 2 hours, maybe 2 hours 15 minutes, and I'm like, all right, that's it for me tonight. Thank you. I'm tired, but I kept myself going because I had a lot of fun with it. It was really good. So that felt really good. That felt nice. Before you go, by the way, do you have anybody you recommend I raid? Because it looks like we have a decent amount of people watching today. So anybody, if you want to recommend someone to raid, we can go to that channel. If not, that's fine. I'm sure I can find somebody who's live right now. But I would like to ask you first, since you've been here the entire time, pretty much. And yeah, so no one I know is online. That's fair. It is kind of late too. I should be. I wanted to stream earlier in the day, but obviously a little busy in the day in the afternoons. But that's all right. Let's see. Who can I raid? Let's see. Oh my, there's so many people I didn't know were live right now. Okay. Hopefully they still remember me. Oh man. Alright, I have an idea. Let's go here. How can I, let's see. Raid channel. There we go. Let's raid. Sorry. Oh, it's two options I'm thinking about. I'm going to go with this one. Ah, shoot. There we go. Okay. Thank you once again for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it, as always. I'll be back again tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will hopefully have some more fun things to talk about. Hopefully I will not hit any cars or run through red lights in this next American Truck Simulator stream. But we'll see how it goes. Thanks again. Really appreciate it all. You know, it's great. Very good stuff today. And I'll see you all again, hopefully tomorrow.